This episode brought to you by my childhood. Nobody sits this close to the screen. Okay, I never wanted to sit here. I'm not a fucking remote control dad. I'm a human being.
Hey everybody, we're watching UHF and you're listening to Miscast Commentary.
You're listening to Miscast Commentary, where two guys have seen way too many movies and have way too much time on their hands.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Now here's your hosts, Joe Findley and Todd Murray.
Hey everybody, how we doing? Welcome to Miscast Commentary. I'm Joe Findlay.
And Todd Tebow, the Sailor Murray.
And I know we promised you we weren't going to do Marvel for a while, and we broke that promise immediately.
Promises were made to be broken.
God damn it. Ask my wife. I don't even know what that means. But we are here with you. We're doing some... Oh,
we're doing something,
no,
all right.
Stop everything. Because this isn't the Marvel movie. We were talking about Howard the Duck earlier, and I started thinking about that.
Yeah, I know. It's like I thought you were going somewhere with it.
All right, we're going to stop.
Fuck you guys, go. Fuck him. Let's do it.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Miscast Commentary. I'm Joe Findlay.
I already said it.
Just tell them who you are.
I'm Todd,
Oh, thank you.
the Sailor Man. You're like trapped in Marvel, and you're like trapped in a time bubble. Press the fucking play button before we get trapped.
No, I have to make sure I'm in reality. I'm going to spin my totem here and make sure it's not a dream. And then...
just before it may or may not tip over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the worst thing is I literally just said moments ago, you're watching UHF, or we're watching UHF, and then I go, Marvel.
Yep.
Because I had a fucking stroke while our thing was going on.
It was just the Marvel flipping pages, and you're like, oh, foam.
That's how I feel. It's actually how I see things. I was like, right now, you're
Like stick people doing it over and over and over again, right? And when you flip the pages,
right now you're in a giant R next to the Hulk.
Sweet.
It's wonderful.
Rated R.
Okay, we're watching UHF. That's real. It's not a Marvel movie as far as I know. It's Weird Al, who is not related to Marvel in any way. He is Stan Lee's secret son.
Oh my God.
So this is a Marvel movie.
He'll probably be somebody in one of them.
I'm surprised.
Okay, press it.
Okay, yeah, let's just get this bad boy going and let's press play.
Now. Okay, here
Wow.
we go. Who would Weird Al play? I was waiting till you press play. Who could he be? Is there some Zanester? Okay, well, Deadpool's taken.
He'd be
like the Joker in some off-Broadway.
Oh, way off.
Oh my God, here we go. This man, I always hate joke music.
Yeah.
But I love Weird Al. I love him.
Oh,
I love his tunes. I love everything about him.
To this day, I'm still legitimately upset that I've never seen him in concert.
He came recently.
I know.
I was like, damn it, that would have been a great show.
All right.
He's got a lot of work too.
I know. So as we see the UHF sign come up there, I wonder how many people actually know what UHF was or is.
You had to tell me, but I knew what it was.
Yeah.
I lived in it. I forgot a lot of stuff over the years.
Oh
my God, David. Oh,
nah, it's not David Bowie. He saw David Bowie's name and he's like, oh my God, David. I knew. I had the exact same thought, except I saw a picture next to it.
I got it just before as I was saying it.
So this was actually the trailer for the movie. Like they cut this down as a teaser because Indiana Jones was the thing. So they were trying to make it look like that, but they didn't show his face till the very, very end. So they did a good. I thought they did a good job at with this one. I love the arm coming up. But anyways, so yeah, UHF is predating cable and having a box and stuff like that. There used to be 2 knobs on every TV. I used to have 3, if you know what I'm talking about. But
I got 2 knobs. What you spin them, baby.
Yeah. But one of them was your VHF knob, and that was like how you got all your normal channels. You'd go to like 2, and that'd be NBC here, and 3 would be whatever.
Look at the names we're missing here. Well, they'll come up. We'll see their faces too. They're not just names.
We'll get there. No, they are just names.
I always thought the bottom one was just to clear up the top.
It does do that, but the UHF does have, like, you can go to a UHF button on the VHF one, and then that, well, you can then search through that signal, and I used to find old channels through that. That was my first ever TV. Was just an old, I think it was just used, whatever, because, I mean, cable locks existed and stuff when we had it. It's not like I'm that old.
Right.
But yeah, I had that in my room, and I would watch every day at 4 o'clock, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, and then that was, like, The Legend of Zelda was, like, they did that second cartoon.
Was it really about 15 minutes? That's why there was the double?
Yeah. It was like, hey, for you, princess, anything. Like, because they decided.
Shit. Oh, he's hit by a damn train.
This has a very Naked Gunny.
Yes,
kind
it
of
does.
feel
It's
to it.
very goofy. There's a lot of jokes flying around.
We got to do Naked Gun, if only to just talk about OJ for an hour.
Oh
and a
my
half.
lord. Let's talk about him now.
All right, Kevin Breslin.
Weird Al, such a. I knew back in the day, like Coolio was mad at him.
Yeah.
Even though like they okayed him to do the song.
Yeah.
And then they ran into each other. Like Weird Al was all Coolio'd up.
Yeah.
Like he had the dreads in or whatever, the little mini dreads.
He's probably mad because he knew he was going to lose his hair and only have those dreads left.
Yeah. Weird Al, so he was probably just jealous. Weird Al looked way better in the mini dreads.
He was probably just jealous because Weird Al's song may have done better.
Like way better, yeah. But apparently they saw each other on like the red carpet and he was pretty like not very welcoming.
I don't understand that
Yeah.
because he's not even. The whole point is he's not making fun of your song.
Exactly.
He's never ever made fun of somebody's song.
It's just
He's just put a
adds his
comedic.
own words to it.
Yeah, he's just done a comedic lyrical twist.
Look at how young he is. Oh yeah, this one's gonna get the old Oscar there, bud.
So you can tell there's a thing because the Oscars trademark. You can't actually have an Oscar that looks like an Oscar. It always has to be somewhat different.
Oh,
so
I did not know that.
Their Oscar, it's him. He's like covering his groin.
His nuts. So
Yeah.
you said groin.
Yes.
Gotta clean it up for the kids. This is the kids version.
Yes.
We should do 2, 3.
What do you
The
think?
regular version, the kids version, and the hardcore.
Yeah. Todd's fucking me right now.
Exactly. That's about it.
Call in if you want to listen to us. Fuck.
I do. The phone line should be lighting up right now. I wish we could answer live.
We could if we were doing it live.
Damn it. Why aren't we live?
So we're seeing Jay Levy or Levy or whatever.
He's not holding his ground. That would have been funnier, though.
That was the. Sorry, when I read the trivia, that's what they said, but that's not apparently.
They never even saw the fucking movie. How are they
Apparently
supposed to make
not.
trivia in a movie you never even seen?
Guess not. But anyways,
They knew nobody would fact check that one, right? They're like, I lied about it.
but Jay Levy, anyways, who directed this movie, he directed all of the '80s Weird Al videos, but was also Weird Al's manager.
Oh, no shit.
So that's a very weird dynamic to have for
They're
like
buds.
directing.
Oh my god, he just took a giant boulder right to the head, eh? Like nothing.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem, right?
That's like already closed, for Christ's sakes.
It does not look I like this. This doesn't look half bad though.
No, it does look
for
pretty
what
good,
it is.
actually.
And I mean,
even
this
for
is-
this time period, it looks
and
pretty
it-
good.
And this is very low budget.
Well, because I think that the old techniques were maybe not better, but I think they look better. Like, look at how old this movie is.
Yeah. Let's just also talk about what. Oh, this is. I forgot about this shot. It's one of my favorites.
Whatever.
Like friggin' Weird Al has not aged a goddamn
Nope.
day.
That
He looks
mustache
younger.
is timeless.
Yeah. Do you think? Well, no, because he doesn't have a mustache anymore.
He shaved it?
Yeah, he shaved it a long time ago, and
yeah.
he doesn't have glasses,
Yeah,
and he
that's
has
right.
longer hair.
I just picture him with a mustache still.
But like he's in his 60s or something
Is
like
he?
that, and he doesn't look a fucking.
I saw him in the Weezer video, and he was like, he
Yeah.
was fucking pop locking. He
Ugh.
was down on the ground playing the accordion.
He can still move every
yeah.
bit.
He moved like Yagar.
I just
think
saw
Bob.
Weezer do a performance, and I forgot that they did all like their last album was all 80s flicks.
No, it was 2.
80s. Oh,
They
it
had
was
2 albums, and one of them was like a cover album.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, but that's the one I meant. Friggin'
Yeah, I say, oh, did I ever flip
Yeah.
burgers? No.
No.
I was a dish pig. I never
Yeah.
flipped burgers.
I flipped burgers, not at a burger place, at a restaurant, but there were burgers, so you had to flip them.
What
They
a
hated when it
shitty
was
logo.
raw on one
Look
side.
at this.
Yeah, I know.
That's like the shittiest logo. What the fuck is the name of this place?
I don't know, but what's worse is it's just that like they couldn't afford to like embroider the logo. It's
Happy
just
Burger? Like what?
it's just a
World?
I think yeah,
World Burger?
Happy World Face
Happy
Burger.
World Face Burger.
Oh, it's on the Burger World.
Big Edna.
Big Edna's
That's
Burger
Big
World.
Edna right there.
There you
Come
go.
on.
Come on.
Oh, Lord. Man, I want a hamburger now. What the frig?
God, his acting really comes out in this one. Though.
Yeah, he's a great actor. I think he's gotten better over time.
No, but you know what? It's
supposed to be like this, though.
It doesn't matter in this one. It's you're here to just
Oh my God. Is that
Yeah.
Louis Armstrong? Or
Louis-
Louis Anderson? Louis Armstrong.
see trees of green.
That is him. There he is. Life with Louis.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, somebody was brought. I can't remember. I gotta see if I wrote it down. But somebody was brought in or asked to play. Oh, Jerry Seinfeld was asked to play his friend character there, and he had turned down the role. I mean,
What? That would have made him a star until
Yes.
what he is now, the has-been.
I know,
He'll
right?
wash up.
that stupid
Never
billionaire.
made nothing of himself. What is going on in the upper window there? Kicking? Oh, it's karate. That's karate.
Yeah, it's two people karating.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
What the
even
fuck was happening there?
very weird.
I think somebody's gonna come flying out the window and land in like a vat of fucking. This is like a trauma movie.
Yeah. Do you remember when Weird Al used to come to Much Music? Much Music in Canada was our MTV. We now have MTV and Much Music, and neither of them play music. It's wonderful. But
Much music was awesome in our day.
but there's Getty
There he is.
Getty Watanabe.
It's Long Duck Dong.
Long Duck Dong from 16 Candles. He's also the voice in the Mr. Sparkle episode of The Simpsons. You have many questions, Mr. Sparkle.
Mr.
We
Sparkle.
send you a premium and answer your question 100%.
Let's talk. Why
But,
not?
Yeah.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
talk. Why not?
Didn't Notorious B.I.G. invent that?
Well, if he did, he deserves his death.
Oh my lord!
That's the
Well,
worst
being
thing I've ever
shot.
seen. Yeah. Yeah, I
Well,
feel-
his aortas were already shot out, so yeah.
exactly. That's probably when you heard that. He wasn't him taking a bullet. It was his aorta exploding.
Start exploding. Oh my lord! That's what Jacqueline Phoenix does to everybody in that Joker preview.
Jacqueline, fuck.
Did you see that preview?
I've seen it.
It's all right.
Yeah,
It's weird.
I'm not.
It looks like the whole movie is a build up.
I'm not on board. I'm as excited for that as I am for Aladdin.
Yeah, it looks like I want to try that now. Do they have that at the fair? Like
probably.
at the expo?
Probably.
Our expo, we have the Toronto Expo,
Yeah.
the exposition, and it has like that.
Well, all
That's
fairs.
what they have.
Go
Like
to any
like
state fair or something. They have food like that.
like a hamburger, but instead of the bun, each end is a donut.
Yep.
And instead of the burger patty,
Yeah.
it's another donut.
Yeah. Well, you can go to just a regular, like go to Burger's Place. and
That's
you
like
get one with the grilled
dipped in
cheese
ice
buns.
cream.
Yeah.
Which is then like deep fried in like, like hog fat.
Yeah.
Then it's rolled in like crushed up score bits.
Glazed with Andre the Giant's preserved semen.
Exactly. Ooh, that's a French delicacy.
So, some interesting people auditioned.
He's really giving her, right?
I know.
Who is this girl?
This is Victoria Jackson.
Oh,
She was
from,
on
SNL.
Saturday Night Live. She was also a comedian who made a name for herself on Carson. She used to read these like funny poems, but she would do it in like a gymnastics pose. So she'd
Yes.
be like doing handstands and doing all these kinds of things. But what was interesting was the two people who were up for this role before her, Jennifer Tilly and Ellen DeGeneres.
No shit.
So a very young Ellen, and actually Ellen got the role, but then
They found out she was a lesbian?
No, but then she just all of a sudden didn't do it, and like Weird Al never found out why.
Huh.
He's like, I don't know if it was like something with the studio and her management or whatever. It just kind of
No way.
Just kinda
So you
went
could add
away.
Ellen and Seinfeld in here. Oh my God, is that Jason Voorhees' mom?
it looks a lot.
I think it is her, actually.
No, it's not her.
she's too young
Yeah,
or old. I can't tell anymore.
yeah. No, it's I do.
She
know-
looks like the kind of friggin' gilf at the party that I'll try and take in.
Oh, that's great.
She looks like she'd bang you at the party.
That almost
Big
looks like one of
time.
those like Fangoria cards. Like that
Yes.
looks like it'd be something off of that.
Like a Fright Flicks. I have those are beauty.
Fright Flicks, that's the one.
I gotta show those off one of these days. Look at this little fucker. I've seen him in a lot of shit too.
Yeah.
This guy's in everybody's basement playing cards and smoking
We should
cigars.
make it. We should make a video on it sometime where you just like go through. And
Yeah,
take
I
the
should
different
actually.
cards. And your dinosaurs alive. Or whatever.
Yeah, Dinosaurs Attack.
Attack.
Oh, here's Mr. Big.
I was close
Same guy
enough on
from
both of
I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
Yes. Or it's Dr. Claw before he lost his hands.
Oh my God, the high stakes poker game, eh?
Yeah. He looks a lot like Peter Boyle, actually.
He's Peter's Boyle.
Yes, he's Peter Boyle.
Whatever. Oh, look at the hard wad. Wise guy doesn't carry his money in his wallet. Wise guy carries his money in a roll.
Yeah, baby.
I carry my money in my rolls.
I carry money
Between an old
my two
chocolate
fingers.
bar.
Oh, nice. Can I have
It's
it?
too bad we don't. Yes, you may.
Ooh, it's melty.
It's one they don't even sell here, so you know it's like it's some Taiwanese bar.
Yeah, exactly.
We go to Taiwan 17 years ago.
Why does it say I like Ike on the back?
Because I liked Ike at the time. I
Yeah.
still do.
What was
Fucking
that time?
naysayers.
1948.
Yeah, what the hell? What is that? The deed to like to
Yeah.
the old TV station they're gonna cancel.
Yes.
Oh, great. I love these like kind of like so rich he could care less. That was nice of that dude though
I know.
to pay for all those kids. Imagine that. Fuck,
Oh,
man.
that
What
billion.
could have been there?
I know.
I'm always in the wrong place, the wrong time. Why couldn't I have been born one of those black
What-
kids in that particular time period?
What kills me?
Were they all black?
No, they weren't.
Oh.
Uh,
Well, then even better.
it
I'd be
actually
even
started-
better of a shoe-in.
It started a new conversation because they said for the 400 people who are graduating, the total cost was $40 million for all of them. And then it started the question, how can education for 400 people cost $40 million?
Yeah, what the fuck, actually? Yeah, what you say? Like, what the shit?
That's $100,000 a person.
That's disgusting. For a degree?
Yeah.
For nothing.
Yeah.
For
exactly.
jack shit.
Exactly.
This is what we need. How do we get a cable TV?
Oh,
They don't even do it anymore.
These days are done. We do something better, Todd. We're on YouTube.
Ew. That
It's
just sounds like
the-
crap. We should have a channel that's like Cable 10.
So
So
nobody-
like UHF.
I like that your thing. We should have something that literally nobody has access to.
I know, right?
Instead of something that literally the entire world can
It's
see.
like when they come out of video games like for Nintendo still. Like they're coming out with like an Earthworm Jim. This guy's amazing.
Yeah. That's-
The guy is, I think he really is like a homeless drunk.
probably.
He's
You
been
know-
in everything.
You know what they remind me of, though? Those kind of guys remind me of, like, anybody who's been hired to be on Tim and Eric.
Yes.
Like, they find it psychopaths. Or if you watch, have you seen Tim Robinson's I Think You Should Leave on Netflix?
I do not think so.
It's a
No, I don't
sketch
know what
show.
that is.
Tim Robinson used to be on SNL. He ended up, they got rid of him as an actor, and he stayed on as a writer for another year.
Right.
And then he left. He starred in The Detroiters on Comedy Central.
Okay.
And then he came out with this sketch show, and he's got like tons of people on it.
Ah!
This character, this role was originally offered to Crispin Glover.
No
And
shit.
he said he didn't want this role. He wanted a different role, but they didn't think he was right for that role, so they just kind of went separate ways.
Whatever. He wanted her role.
Yeah, exactly.
He wanted to be that blonde chick.
That would be very Crispin Glover. But
This is my kind of movie where all the characters are just fucking weird creepos.
Yeah.
Like,
But-
what the fuck?
But yeah, one of the I Think You Should Leave sketches, it was like people were coming up like with the new ideas for like a car. And they're like, and it should be really efficient. And then the one guy is just sitting in the corner, he's like, and stinky. And like, it's just like, it's a very weird show. It's like one you kind of got to get used to. But it's got like, there's a sketch with Will Forte on a plane with him and stuff like that. And
So they get some guest stars.
They've
Have
got
you
some
ever
people.
seen? I saw a couple episodes. It's called "Your Pretty Face Is Going to Hell,"
Never seen it.
and it's about all these demons in hell. It's fucking hilarious.
Mm.
It's like a 15-minute show. I think it's on Adult Swim.
Okay, well, I'll come across it eventually.
It's like a
seeing as
live
it's one of
action
my
though.
channels.
It's like some weird,
Yeah,
just some weird show.
I wish I
About
could.
like the minions of Satan
Yeah.
and their little adventures that they go
Yeah,
on.
I wish I could explain to you that the very first thing we aired for Adult Swim was this like 6-hour long. It was supposed to be a trick. It was supposed to be like an April Fool's joke, and it was this long thing, and it was a story about this guy who was sexy Fran Drescher.
Oh
But
my
anyways,
god, she is hot.
he was
though.
like an ex-pro tennis player or something like that. It has to play tennis against like demons to like get rid of them and then get their like artifacts.
Sweet.
Like it's so
It sounds awesome.
That's the best way I can explain it, and none of it made any sense. So
and that's what they played.
yes, exactly. And they played it for 6 hours.
Nice.
It was bananas.
Hey, you gotta start off with something, right?
So Fran Drescher, best known obviously for The Nanny, and second best known for The Beautician and the Beast.
Well, hell yes.
But she was in Saturday Night Fever. She was in Ragtime. She was in This Is Spinal Tap. She was in, I almost started reading the wrong thing. She was in all the Hotel Transylvania movies, which I'm surprised she didn't get more voice work. Like, she was in an episode of The Simpsons. She was here, she was there, but not like a lot.
right.
And
You
I'm
think she?
Yes.
The seal's like loving it.
I think that this is
You
who.
know I'll do it.
Yeah, I think that that's who Crispin Glover wanted to play.
Oh, he
They
wanted
said
to be
no,
that
yeah.
guy?
I would have let him do it. It's such a
Why
small
not?
friggin'
I was
part.
just like, what the hell? Mm-hmm. You're not right for the... We got somebody already lined up for that role. He's perfect.
Look at the Jerry. Is that a Jerry curl?
Oh,
Like, am I-
it's the closest thing.
Yeah.
I think that's called the Hall and or Oates, because I don't know which one had that haircut. So
The
that nobody back then did either. Hall or Oates? I don't fucking know. Which one had that? I don't know.
found our episode title.
She is a sexy lady. I think her
She
voice makes her
really-
even hotter for some
She
reason.
was- do you remember the Conan thing? She was when it was late night. They were talking about the laugh, and she was going like, and she started laughing. He's like, "Oh, look what your laugh did!" And all of a sudden, a bunch of sheep started coming in the one door, and she's like, "Ha!" And they're like, "Bah!" And they're like, "Ha!"
That's fucking awesome.
Oh, man.
Did she love it?
She did. Yeah, she actually thought it was pretty funny. I think she's in on the joke. You know, like
This guy's in a lot of shit.
But yeah, Kevin McCarthy is
that him?
Yeah, he's our bad guy. Who I like. I always like cable bad guys, like dudes from Wayne's World and stuff.
Right,
like
just
that
the most
too.
evil,
just like yeah. For some reason, they just have to be.
scheming.
But Kevin McCarthy, he passed away in 2010. But he was in
Oh.
Piranha, The Howling, the Twilight Zone movie, Dark Tower, Ghoulies 3.
That's probably where I know him from.
It's a big
The
horror guy.
Ghoulies 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my lord. Hey, and then Seinfeld was supposed to be in this.
Yeah.
Hey, weirdo.
And
Look at him.
And on top of that, there's a character named George in it. I mean, whatever.
What the fuck?
My favorite thing about Michael Richards is how he's definitely never going to say the N-word.
Yeah, this
Like,
is
that
before
was
he
my
went all
first-
crazy
was my
racist
first-
on us.
Well, his thing...
He's so good in this movie.
He still confuses me so with that thing, because I don't believe he's racist.
I don't think he's racist at all. I think that the guy pissed him off and he just went a little too far.
He went, well, maybe a bit more than a little, but either
Yeah.
way, it was whatever. But my favorite thing that he did, and I think it was the perfect thing for him to do, did you see when he was on Curb?
No.
So he was on Curb, and the whole idea was they were making a Seinfeld reunion. So ironically, there was a Seinfeld reunion that happened in the middle of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Right.
Because they brought everybody back. They got all the old sets and all that stuff. But then there's a scene where he's like getting into an argument with JB Smoove. And he's like, you know what you are? You're nothing but... And he looks around and there's just a ton of black people with cell phones pointed at him. And he's like, and he like takes off.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, so he was in on it and it was whatever. But it's like, it's hard to come back from it. I mean, yeah, you got to be... I don't know.
Yeah, it's easy to not say it.
It's way too
But I
easy
mean,
to
like, he
not
really
say.
lost his cool on the guy. The middle guy's always the... what else was he? Was he in, like, Revenge of the Nerds or something? The guy in the middle?
I got to see him again.
He's one of these, like, on the boat during the race, the big race at the end, you know? Like,
That's possible.
Daddy's money.
Probably.
Him.
Oh, yeah. No.
I see him as... I can see him.
He's done that role.
Yeah,
he's
he's in the-
exactly. It wasn't Revenge of the Nerds, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
This is how you make a fucking movie. Look at this guy.
Oh, there's Mr. RJ.
Oh. No one calls him RJ.
No, you know what? He
But
actually
the lady
reminds
that runs
me.
the brothel.
He reminds me a lot of RJ Hacker from
Yes.
Canadian Bacon as well.
Yes. He's definitely one of these, like, you know, like the guy who, like, Victor Newman, or like the...
Yeah.
You know, he really reminds me of is the guy that's in, like, Mary Tyler Moore, but he was like the foil in Caddyshack.
Yeah.
That guy. He's always red faced. Woo! Like,
Yeah, I thought he was the dude from Network, but I was wrong. Oh, you're talking about Ted Knight. though.
yes, Ted Knight.
Yeah. I like Ted Knight a lot.
Is this where he works? What's he doing here? Fuck's going on here?
No, I think he was like delivering a little something
Oh yeah, he's delivering a package.
to, yeah. No, but it's still gonna.
This guy doesn't own the studio. Who the fuck are these people? This is World
I think
News.
they're trying to like buy it out or do something along those
Maybe they're
lines.
the
I don't know.
corporate.
I haven't been paying attention if you can't believe it.
He brought that mop from home, motherfucker.
He is kind of he's kind
so
of a mix
ridiculous, like-
of like the Lawnmower Man and what's his face from Eugene or whatever his name is from the Toxic Avenger.
Yes.
He's
I feel bad for him. Clearly something wrong with him.
He hadn't done a lot. Yeah, exactly. There's definitely.
Yeah, like he's a little bit, slow or something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he was. It wasn't him in Network. I'm glad that I know this now. But I had to look that up. But yeah, Michael Richards at this point hadn't done a lot. He was in Fridays, which is where that infamous what's his face? I can't think of Andy Kaufman bit where he like gets into a fight
Right.
with like the director and stuff like that, and then they cut to commercial, and then they come back and okay, it was just a fake thing,
Right.
and whatever. But like he was there for that, and actually he came back on Man in the Moon and was on the,
Michael Richards.
Yeah, and like it was actually the Fridays cast who like showed up.
Ah.
Really tells you something about Andy Kaufman that literally all the original casts to all his stuff showed up to replay their roles.
To redo the right. Oh, they probably needed the money at this point in time. It's like,
What are you
sure.
talking about? Mary Lou Henner is a fucking gold mine.
She hasn't stopped making money since 1987.
I just saw a Hallmark movie with her and Candace Cameron Bure today. That happened.
Yeah. Those guys are on a great day.
I saw somebody solve like a 25 by 25 Rubik's cube.
Whoa.
And I saw like
There's
a
no
video
way
of it on
somebody you could
Twitter.
do it like 3 moves. I saw a guy do it in like 3 and it was done. Oh, Billy Birdie.
Billy Barty is in the house.
And he's got a camera called Noodles. There's an even smaller guy in the camera.
Nice. I saw a t-shirt the other day that just said "Tasteful Nudes," and it was just a bowl of noodles.
Nice.
I was like, I get it.
I don't. This guy's like sort of like he's sort of like the Dracula from Gremlins 2.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like in his friggin' yeah, she is a cutie.
She really is. I really would have liked to have seen Crispin Glover in that role. Now that I know that.
I know
was a
he would have been
possibility for
great.
him. Oh my
Well, he
God.
played it in Hot Tub Time Machine and then every other movie he was in.
Yeah.
So
Just
yeah.
that and Back to the Future, right?
It was that kind of Sopranos.
I'm pretty sure.
That mob looking dude.
Yeah. Oh, this is sad.
Was he trying to look up her dress by going like pointing his head down?
No.
I used to do that. Or like you'd have a top, you'd be like, if you stand up and look down, you might be able to see down her top.
Yeah.
It works.
Never works for me. I think it's my height.
Noodles,
That guy
pick.
You must feel bad for a guy like him, right? Because he's never going to play anything but this role for his life. There's no getting around. He's not going to play the psychiatrist in a thing,
Psychiatrist to the mob.
or he's not going to be in like a friggin' period piece or something like that.
Billy Barty.
He's got some faces on him.
I have a feeling that all of these guys, I don't know, they all seem to be pretty mad at that same corporation that owns this building.
I think that it'll all work out fine.
Oh, he's got the red, white, and blue on. He is America.
Yes.
He's the American dream.
You betcha. It's funny to me because like I don't even think that it would strike as weird that they were like tripping a midget in this movie. It's like that's what you did to midgets in the 80s.
You tossed them.
Oh, let's look at Emo Phillips for a second.
look at this.
This man is he's
That's
very
I'm sure that he's in the fat video.
he is in the
He's the
fat
one the
video.
dude who is accosting him
Yeah,
in the beginning. You want a piece of pizza?
The camera
Is he what
operator
it
is in the fat video.
Yeah.
But yeah, Emo Phillips is a crazy prolific comedian who is very divisive because I can imagine a lot of people going like, "Oh my God, I cannot listen to him."
Oh, so he's like this all the time.
all the time.
Oh, this is like his thing.
He has one joke that lasts like there's nothing in this joke and it lasts like 4 minutes. He's like, "Oh, are you Catholic? I'm Catholic. Oh, second who's like Baptist Catholic? Yes. Second second Meridian Baptist? Yes." And he just keeps going, and then he finally goes like 10 steps in. He's like, "So you're your first wave East Coast, second Meridian," like, oh, he goes all the way through and he's like, "Oh no, I'm second wave." And he's like, "Get out of here, heathen." And then that was the joke. But
Right.
it's so like just to listen to him like this is just out of this world. He's actually not as old as I would have thought, too. I thought he was old here. Like,
You're just spraying blood. That's what have to be at Sister's Restaurant.
Yeah, man.
Spraying blood. What the
you
fuck?
were
Oh my God, here we go.
Oh yeah, that's when you cut the turnip and you were like,
Yeah.
the best place for my fingers are underneath this,
Underneath that guy's and stuff too.
underneath the knife.
That guy played a murderous stepdad or something.
Yeah.
Oh my God, here we go.
See, this is one of those things I remember because we were talking about the Al Music thing. That's when on Much Music he showed up and then he would do what was called Al Music.
It
And
was
he'd do
like a 3-hour block where it
Yeah.
was just him going crazy, doing skits and like
then-
being nuts.
and they would play his music videos, but they played a lot of these things, and I thought they made them just for that. That shot with that billboard, that was actually up someplace, and they put it on like a ill-used highway. But what happened was just so it would be cheap, right? But when the rental ended, they didn't take down the sign because nobody had booked it next.
Right.
So it was up there, and then they finally had to take it down because literally people were getting off the highway looking for Spatula City, and then they were calling the billboard company
hilarious.
to complain. So then finally, they're like, okay, we're gonna take it down.
That was clearly they could have made a ton of money. This could be a real store.
Well, I think that people were just like, "What the hell is that? We gotta go check
Spatula
that out."
City.
So I think that was what that was like. All
That's the
about.
greatest advertisement ever made.
Now I'll tell you.
Spatula City.
Now I'll tell you unequivocally that like what that guy in the dark is doing is what my job is.
That's what you do? You beat on the drum and turn the light on?
No. I'm talking the crazy creepy doctor guy who's like he's the one playing all the commercials and stuff.
That is your job.
That is my
you
job.
Look way crazier.
But it's equally dark. It's just that I have more TVs
And you live
with
there.
more channels, and I do
Just
live
like
there.
that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
These kids.
And I can wear my own T-shirts. Is kind of nice. Oh, this is great.
Oh,
You can see he actually covered up his face and laughed.
he
There
was totally
too.
laughing.
So they were like that. Apparently, they did like 7 takes, and that was the best one because he laughed during most of
He's
them.
like spitting. He really did look like he really actually spit right in his face. Oh my God.
This is David Bowie, by the
Holy
way,
fuck.
not David Bowie. Why, are you not a fan of the clowns?
My Lord.
Are you not down with the clowns?
No, I'm not. I know,
Whoop.
but they are terrifying. I understand the terror.
Legitimately hit him there, by the way, with that frying
Oh
pan.
my God.
He did not mean to, obviously, but the one thing you can't see where he grabs there, he split his lip open
Oh,
when he got hit in the
fuck.
face, but you can't see because it's covered
Hopefully he
up.
got some more money.
Yeah,
Got a
probably
couple
not.
bucks or get hit in the face with a frying pan from Weird Al.
He probably got to keep the frying pan. That was sorry. This is what we can. And then he
Kids to
says,
hate this, eh? I'm loving it.
I know, right?
This guy's even in stuff.
Oh, good God. I'm hoping that he had a gap time there. Like I'm hoping that his.
Oh,
lip
come on.
still-
It wasn't a real friggin' treat. Well,
No,
it
no,
does
no,
look
no,
like
no.
he really is ramming a
No,
treat in there.
what I'm saying is like imagine having that like thing on your lip and then having somebody shove hard.
Oh,
food
right.
into your
Like,
mouth.
yeah, after he's like gushing blood, like in the last. They just used his gushing blood in the scene before it with Buddy with the finger
With
cut
emo,
off.
yeah. For certain.
Faux show.
Faux
Yuppies
show.
did the dog look so. Look, he's like Yuppies.
Yeah, exactly.
Liver and tuna.
It's a weird thing.
You said
that,
weird
like,
a lot in this episode.
I know, but it is what it is. But Weird Al he does so many weird little voices like while
Yeah.
he's talking. Like he cannot do normal back here. Well, I guess that would be
There
normal
isn't
Al.
any.
Do you remember that in 30 Rock when Jenna keeps making songs that Weird Al keeps doing? So then she's like, I have to make a song that he can't parody. So it has to be like, so she's going like farts. So
Oh,
loud,
like
farts,
he's
so-
ripping her off.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So he keeps like every time she makes a serious song, he make a song about it. He's like, he keeps getting me. So she's like, I have to make something crazy that he can't do a spoof of. So she did a song called like farts so loud, baby, my farts so loud. And then he did like a Pro Troops like good song. He's like hearts so proud. And then she's
Is
like,
it really him in the show?
Yeah. And then they're like, and then she's sitting there is like, did he just normal Al us?
Normal Al. I love 30 Rock.
It was such a good.
Plots her ass. Why? Look at
just sounds
this,
right.
man. This channel would kill.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, from probably about 12:30 at night till 3 in the morning.
Again, this is
kill.
what we're thinking about. You also got to think about the range. So you can see the knobs on the side. That's what it looked like on all the old TVs.
Oh my God.
So there's a VHS. And
There
VHF.
it is. That's when TV was for real.
All right, so we're about to get
You
our
only had 4. Oh, fuck yeah. Here we
first
go.
music video.
Oh, yeah. This is just like. This is a whole Weird Al like wet dream. This is
an interesting one too because the Dire Straits video was one of the first CG.
I thought it was
things.
I also thought it was the first video on MTV, wasn't it?
No, Video Killed the Radio Stars.
On my MTV.
Yeah, but that would have made sense. But what was really interesting about this is when Weird Al approached Dire Straits to be able to do the song, Mark Knopfler, who's the guitarist, said, only if I can play guitar on it.
Nice.
So that was his only thing. So Mark Knopfler is playing guitar.
That's him right there?
No, that wasn't him. That's his regular band guy, I'm pretty sure. But I think that like I don't know that he plays it in the music video. I think he just plays it in the
So can Weird Al play other instruments other than I know he plays the accordion, and I think he does the keyboard too, doesn't he?
I think he can play
Because he
piano.
took over on Radio Bang Bang or whatever.
Yeah.
Or TV show Bang Bang.
Yes.
Whatever the fuck it was called.
Oh yeah,
Comedy Bang Bang?
Comedy Bang Bang.
There you go. There you
He's not a part of it anymore. It's just a podcast again.
go. Oh, is that what it started off as?
Started off as a podcast, turned into a TV show for a few years, and then came back. Well, it was still a podcast during that time, but I think they were just doing a podcast of like an audio version of the TV show. I'm pretty sure. But they
Jed Clampett.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
the studio made him like change the name of this song. So the original song was called Money for Nothing. He wanted to call this The Ballad of Jed Clampett. And then they made him call it The Clampets. So you can see it's right there, Ballad of Jed Clampett. But like I think it's in the credits or something like that where they had to call it like Beverly Hillbillies / Money for Nothing. He's like, what? Why? Like, what does it matter?
Oh, somebody cared. Look at the fucking graphics, man. It's like we're watching Reboot. Only better.
Yeah.
Ugh. Fucking Reboot.
God.
Anybody out there watch Reboot and seen that? You remember
There's
that show?
there's a new reboot.
Oh, I heard that they're rebooting Reboot.
Well, it's already happened, but
they rebooted Reboot? Mm-hmm. The rebootioning?
it's a little bit cleaner. But yeah, Reboot was actually apparently pretty popular. Like
It was actually. Lots of people knew Reboot.
Yeah. I miss Beast Wars.
Beast Wars.
Or Beasties as it was in Canada.
Waspinator.
Ugh.
Fucking all those guys. Those killers are Rhinox.
Yeah. I like that was something. It was like the Transformers were here like in primitive times and stuff. So they were all dinosaurs, except some of them that were gorillas and other things that weren't around when dinosaurs were around. And one of them was the 30-foot rat.
Yeah, well, once they ran out of toys, they need more toys.
God,
Lust for new toys to drop and break in the tub and to lose subanuses.
Is that his? Like, I'm trying to decide if that's his teeth,
I think it's
or
fake.
if it's yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna say it's either fake teeth or it's just the way he's holding his mouth. So like make them come out more.
Right.
I don't know. I'll have to watch some old stuff.
I know now. I need to see Seinfeld to see whether or not he's got like a Freddie Mercury gigantic tooth thing in.
Yeah. So what was interesting is another thing that comes up a lot. A lot of people are either in Hill Street Blues or St. Elsewhere in our What We Do These movies.
Right.
He was in both.
Nice.
He was a regular on St. Elsewhere.
That guy.
No, Michael Richards.
Kramer?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then he was in like an episode or two of Hill Street Blues.
Was this like his? Did you have his his whatever? Look at that. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Look at
What
that
else?
dress. Remember when you wore a dress just like that to our prom?
Shoulder pads were fucking nightmares. Well, not our prom. Our prom wasn't in 1986 or
Yeah,
1989.
You still wore the dress though.
Was it 80? Yeah, this was 89 that this came out.
Oh my god, I was only 9.
Yeah.
You were like 3.
God, I really fucked myself up earlier when I was talking about the other.
What do you mean?
When I was talking about
Oh
fucking Howard
fuck
the
yeah!
Duck.
What the
I know.
fuck?
I don't know. It really tied a knot in my fucking brain. But yeah, so Michael Richards also great in Problem Child too. As bad as Problem Child.
Oh
was,
no,
it was
fuck,
fantastic.
man! I gotta write this down. I have to get Problem Child on VHS.
Nice.
That's gonna be the next one I look for.
I like that it has to be on
Fucking A.
VHS.
I've gotten right back into the research as a VHS.
You know what I wouldn't mind doing? I would rather
Women?
No, well, either or. But I would
Living a meaningful life.
I would like to find VHS recordings off of TV that people made where they didn't take out the commercials.
Oh my god, that'd be
And
amazing.
just watch. I just want to watch old ass commercials.
Surprised they don't put them out. I always thought that you should go to the movies for like a couple bucks and be able to just watch 2 hours of previews.
Yeah. That'd be fantastic.
Give him like $2.
Yeah, you just like one unused theater. Like there's like a 3-hour period where it's like, oh, we're not airing.
There always should be the retro one. Like back in the day, like at the movies, one of the screens was like the retro screen.
That still happens.
Or like the wild card screen where it could be anything.
Oh my god. Well, people love like their
And then you're like,
surprise boxes
softcore
and stuff
porn
there.
again. Like, oh man.
Why can't it get hardcore?
They're all coming together here. They're making a ragtag bunch, a la Michael Bay.
It's kind of funny because I said that Jennifer Tilly and Ellen DeGeneres were the people who were also up for the role. She is like the perfect combination of Jennifer Tilly and Ellen DeGeneres.
Yes, I agree. She's got like the look of Ellen and the voice of Jennifer Tilly.
And the voluptuousness of Jennifer Tilly. Where do I go? It looks like it was
I
the
thought
same.
I was going to say, why would they even bring their kids? They clearly have somewhere to go.
I feel like this is just the daycare. For
Yeah,
the
exactly.
people who
They're just like, hey, we'll
kids.
just drop you off this fucking terrible show.
Like, why are none of them in
Weird Al.
school?
That was a great jacket, though.
It is pretty fantastic.
You said he's like 70?
It looks like an AIDS quilt. No, I think he's in his 60s.
Like a what?
An AIDS quilt.
AIDS quilt. Like a quilt that somebody with AIDS would be draped across, or like
You
they
don't-
made that
you don't
out
know
of
what
AIDS
the-
people.
You don't know what the AIDS quilt is?
I
It's
don't know
like
what the fuck that is.
it's a legitimate thing. You gotta look it up. Because I'm not gonna
The-
tell you anything about it. No, the AIDS quilt, it was like a big I think it was just to like raise awareness of back in the day.
Right.
Like, you know.
Oh yeah. It's too bad they don't even get like. It's not even like now, kids. Look at this. They can't even fart around on their phone.
Oh, he's 59.
Like holy, yeah, pretty close.
Yeah.
He would be shocked if you said he was 70.
I said he was 60.
Shocked.
I never said 70.
You said he was 70.
No, I said he was in his 60s.
You
And then
said you. I quote. You said Weird Al Yankovic is. What was it? You said he was 70 years old, if not a day. You said, I stake my reputation on it. You said a lot of shit. I don't even want to say what you said because it was pretty crazy.
Yeah. Then you saw Michael Richards. You started saying some more shit.
Oh, here you go. Oh, geez, like you want to be a TV star? Can I be the janitor still?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. This scene reminds me of the same scene in The Jerk where Steve Martin's in the bathroom. The guy's like, you want to be the vice president of Texas Oil?
Yes.
He's like, sure. Can I
we
do this?
gotta
And he's
do
like,
that
what?
movie.
Fucking
That
love that
movie's a
movie.
genius movie.
Oh, he's going to the bar to get fucking wasted. He can't do it anymore. Why do a kids show anyways?
Well, you gotta offer all sorts of services, right?
Oh my God, that looked like the dude from Foo Bar sitting next to them to the left.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Francis Ford Coppola.
He did. Actually, that was my
For a
first.
second, eh?
What was my first thought was if Francis Ford
why
Coppola
doesn't-
was a bouncer.
Why doesn't George and Francis get back together and come out with something? You know what I watched the other day, man? Was American Graffiti.
Yeah.
It was a great movie.
Oh, it's a great
I really liked it.
See, this is the thing. I liked THX 113
I
as well. Like,
really,
it was back in the day,
THX.
like he had his shit together. and
I
then he
can't
was
watch
just-
that movie ever again because it has that scene, and right when it's the very beginning of the downward spiral from 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
They're beating a guy, and he goes, huh. And then right when I was like, oh God, and it was just like my mind went into the CD and played it front to back, and I missed the whole movie. I woke up, I shit and pissed myself, and my eyes were bleeding
Yes.
into the shape of an upside down cross.
That happens to me when I watch most movies. Though. It's in no way, like, it doesn't like take me anywhere. It's just kind of something that happens. So they
I'm
wrote-
sure they just just happened to be watching this one in the bar.
Yeah. Well, you want something that'll grab your attention, but not.
And now the bar is packed with people who would want nothing more than to watch this show.
It's like any of the Rocky scenes when everybody's in every bar at like 2
Yeah.
o'clock in the morning. Go like, "Go,
Well,
Rocky."
they came for the drinks. They stayed for Spadowski's Playhouse.
Yeah, for sure. They wrote this part with Michael Richards in mind, but they were actually prepared to offer it to Christopher Lloyd
Right.
in case they like. if
Do
for
you
whatever
think he
reason
would
they
have
could-
taken it?
I think so.
Yeah. I invited him to my birthday party. I couldn't get the fucking guy to leave.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like,
Still there.
holy fuck, Lloyd.
You know how it goes.
I was like, can I call you Lloyd? I think we've known each other long enough now. They're Lloyd.
This was improvised by Michael Richards. Like, I think the idea of talk about this was in there, and then he just kind of went with it.
This is a real...
You know what this reminds me? This reminds me of if you've watched Won't You Be My Neighbor, the Mr. Rogers documentary.
With Tom Hanks?
No, that wouldn't be a documentary. That would be a movie. The actual...
Maybe he played him in the documentary.
Yes, no.
Like, what the fuck?
No, Mr. Rogers played Mr. Rogers in the documentary. And no, but it was just a lot of that, and it was talking about like how it would affect adults and stuff like that at the same time. And it was like,
he said hell on a kid's show. They're fighting for the chair.
yeah, for sure.
Oh my god, the door, was it the doorknob in the middle of the door?
Yeah,
it's kind of neat.
It's a Hobbit door.
And like, what the fuck? What are we in Labyrinth? Like, the fuck was
They probably
that?
just couldn't afford a regular door.
Yeah, because it's cheaper to put a doorknob in the middle. The same thing on the side, but yeah, it's
I was
way
just
cheaper.
thinking like factory irregulars, you know, like it's just like, oh, this one came with the
like
doorknob.
the
in the wrong-
D-Funk, yeah. Because they make doors with the knobs in them now. Maybe they do. I don't fucking know what it is.
You kind of see like a little evil in him here. He's like, I'll pay you like however much. He's like, yeah, you get to be the janitor. It's like, I'll pay you like this much money. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah, he's trying to take advantage of him.
Yeah,
Look at him. That fucking shuckster.
I know.
He could sell a ketchup popsicle to a woman in white gloves.
Yeah.
Oh, they're looking at they got a train set. They're getting mad cash.
Yeah. Oh, they put the money behind.
Oh my god, there's
this one.
adults in the audience.
Of course, and they were wearing suits.
They never lost their childhood. Maybe they're getting it back.
What is that? This is more of the jerk that was the
He's
dude shooting
terrifying.
at him.
He looks like he could play a killer clown with no makeup.
Well, it's sort of what he did in.
Holy fuck.
It's kind of what he did in Problem Child. He was a friggin' murderer, and he had the bow tie.
Yeah, the
and
bow tie killer. Oh my god. Gilbert Gottfried's in that movie?
Yeah, man.
Kramer?
Oh,
Some
did you-
ginger kid?
I was just watching. It got really high praise too. It was a thing that was on Seth Meyers a while ago, and they called it their comedy casserole. It was all their throwaway ideas, and they just did them all back to back, like really fast. They did one called like Roomba Rumors, and just a Roomba came out and goes, "Psst, I think like he's like, "Psst, I think Annie's dating like their neighbor," and then like just go away. But then they did
I like that actually.
you know those ASMR videos where like the person talks really quiet, makes little noises
Right.
and stuff. Well, they're like, here's Gilbert Gottfried doing ASMR. He's like, this is my ASMR video. I'm gonna bang this plate now. Bang. All right. So this wheel of
Swing
fish,
your weight in fish.
every one of those fish is a real fish.
And you can see the ones like flopping around.
So at 6 a.m, they bought these at a fish market. By the time they finished, it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon under hot lights and
They
stuff like that.
reeked.
They said that the set stunk so bad.
That's so killer.
Yeah.
He said this is like the ruination of his life, playing this stereotypical Asian man.
Well, and he played it in fucking everything. But
And
of
like
course,
50 movies.
yeah, it's like, but I understand. Like, it was this time was so bad for that because like Revenge of the Nerds was the same and stuff like that, and it's like. It was the ruination. I think it's probably.
I think Revenge of the Nerds could be one that's like acceptable. Because they had like all the characters across the board.
Yeah, but then yeah,
And they were played lovable.
But
Like
they were
there was the
still-
gay
yeah.
one. You had the stereotype, the gross guy, like
Yeah.
and we loved them all in the end.
He was good, but it was still they were just treating him so shittily, and they're like, "What the fuck is a frush?" and stuff like that. Like it was all that stuff, right? And now, I mean, his overall career didn't suffer, but
What the fuck is a front? Oh, sure it didn't.
yeah, no, but I mean, he did a lot of stuff. He did like Ninja Turtles, and he was a voiceover guy, and he did.
He probably does way
he
more
was on Mad
voiceovers
TV
than we
and,
would
like,
think.
Yeah, dude, he has like I think he had like 140 roles to his name.
Okay, so he did do well.
Yeah, he did just fine.
Fucking right. Just because I didn't see what he was doing,
But
you know.
but I mean that's the thing, and I think the '80s really hurt like Asian actors because when they were saying like people had been talking about black people aren't cast enough things or whatever, but it was really like you think about Asian actors like they're nowhere.
This
Oh,
guy's
God.
a fucking man.
I feel like I know this guy. I feel like I don't know if you remember. There was like a Guatemalan family that moved into our building a long time ago. And legitimately they had 3 kids and they had a 2-bedroom apartment, and the two daughters slept in the storage room, like the big pantry. And that was how they do that. But every time he saw me, he went, "Joey, chicken." And I'm like, what does that even mean? But he was so nice. And I was
Right.
just like, "Yay, it's me. I'm 10, whatever."
He looks like in Twins,
Yeah.
where you had Arnold and Danny DeVito.
Yes.
It would be like he would be the Danny DeVito to George Lopez's Schwarzenegger.
I love that so much, man. Like
What is that in the drawer? A monkey?
No. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is.
It is.
That's where I keep my monkeys. So they're fucking sniffing all the undies.
God. I always wonder what's actually considered okay for this.
What, like animal abuse?
Yeah, like
None
I know
of it is.
they're not doing anything.
His animal kingdom out of his apartment.
That guy's.
I'm sure no animals were actually harmed in this movie.
But let's be really frank, though. Like you were talking about the whole cable thing, and then moving into YouTube and things like that. These things exist out there. You just gotta go find them.
Oh,
There's
of
people
course.
this
Oh, my
goddamn
God.
crazy. Oh, I forgot.
I bet you these are all animals that people on the set knew, or like owned and all that.
Probably. Yeah, it was
Real dog.
Well, they legitimately. It was so low budget they were making like decisions on item for item basis at a point, right? So it's
Oh, like they're like, what? What is Buddy in the Hat in? Was he in summer school or something?
yeah, I think so. Why is he's literally just murdering
He
animals.
just does not get it. See, I told you.
Oh my god. That was an answering machine once upon a time,
Look
folks.
at that Radio
Oh my God, that
Shack.
has-
That's where Radio Shack had the balls.
That has too many tapes.
You know, Radio
Times
Shack,
were
you know
great.
what happened is fucking Radio Shack, once they lost the round battery business,
Yeah.
it was over.
Yeah.
Because you're like, if you had a device,
Yeah.
you would be like, for the love, please. Because you wouldn't know at the time, you're younger.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, oh, it died. And then you find out it's a circle battery and you throw the device in the fucking garbage.
Yeah. These don't
I'm going to
exist.
go to Radio Shack and talk to that fucking weirdo who clearly is a murderer.
You have to talk to the troll at the foot
Yeah.
of Mountain Doom.
Like, holy, got a circle battery.
oh lordy.
Dear Lord, he looks like he takes his teeth out before he sucks your blood. Jeez, those
That's the
chompers.
weirdest thing I've ever heard.
What the
They actually said he had such a good time shooting this. Like anytime he had one of these like gigantic like blow ups or something like that, whenever they cut, he would just start like giggling to himself. He's like,
Like
"This is
today.
awesome." Well, because imagine, especially he's been in like horror movies and stuff like that. Like, so to just be able to act so weirdly broad.
Scowls too. He's like, he's so big.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, so good.
Oh yeah, we are a network affiliate. Look at him. He's like, ooh.
He reminds me of.
You know what I did find when I was looking for Leah Remini Rages Against
Yes.
Scientology?
Yeah.
I found the first 2 seasons of Perfect Strangers for $15.
Nice.
Which I totally forgot about.
Ah.
And I'm still trying to and wished I never know. Oh.
Sometimes the world looks perfect. Nothing to rearrange.
Here he
Sometimes-
comes. They
Well,
got
they were-
mad cash now.
Why did they have that one kid?
Oh my god,
facing
these are
away
oh
from
my
him?
god, the lady almost lost her legs. That's why everybody's got their legs in.
Yeah.
Lady's not
Yeah.
gonna do this.
Those are people who've been here before. They're like, you're gonna want to suck your legs in. Okay, I think I'll be fine. It's like, I told you, kid.
gone.
This would be an out. Like, this reminds me more of like and other like
Yes.
live TV shows. We again, the station I work at, that was our kids station here growing up and stuff like that. It had like some of the craziest shows. They had one that was just called and there was basically like an S&M gimp standing beside a thing, and when you hit he'd like come pick you up and then throw you in like a tub of
Like
goo.
whip you, but it was like a turtle pool. It
Yeah.
looked like wow, it looked dangerous.
Yeah,
I
people.
was like, I cannot believe they're allowing this man to throw your children around.
And then
Ew.
there was a show called Video and Arcade Top 10, it was hosted by
an awesome show.
Buffalo radio personality Nicholas Pickles.
Nicholas Pickles.
Look for, see the guy in the yellow shirt back there? Oh,
Right there.
who's clapping? That's Dr. Demento.
No way.
That's who.
With the glasses
Weird Al-
on.
Yeah, that's who Weird Al based like his entire career on.
Dr.
Because he was the
Demento.
first guy to do like those kind of. Yeah, those kind of.
Who's
jokes
delivering
and
this
stuff.
man as animals? Oh my god, there's like a lion cub down there.
Nice, and the fox. Oh, we don't need those thinking badgers.
I like this guy, eh?
I like it because this movie is full of references that nobody will get.
Yeah, I know. It's great now, right?
I'm not even gonna bring them up
Oh,
because they're so
fucking forget
fucking
it.
irrelevant.
Oh, look at that old school Lay's bag of chips there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this Lay's all right. I can sell a fucking AY apostrophe S any fucking where.
And paper bags.
Love the paper bag. That's what we're going back to, people. This is going to go back to paper bags.
I like my
Get
reusable
rid-
cloth ones.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Whatever. Paper or reusable cloth. Get rid of the fucking... this is what we deserve, people.
That
Look
being-
at this room.
That being said, I don't want. I know I like that a lot, but I don't want animals to not suffer because of my use of things.
Because of my ridiculous lust for fucking plastic.
So if you could do me a favor and just like ram a rod through a dolphin's brain every time I go grocery shopping, that would be wonderful.
Every time I grocery shop, a dolphin loses his brain. Oh my God, here we go.
Conan the Librarian is the only part of this movie that was written by somebody different. The whole movie was written by Jay Levy and Al Yankovic, but the rest, there was one sketch, I didn't catch the guy's name, but he was uncredited and he just wrote. That was, I like a really bad, apparently that was more violent. This actually had or no, he refused to cut it because that was one of the things that actually made this movie like a PG-13.
Right. Was it splitting in half?
Well, there was like a couple violent things, a couple of other things, and then there was like, but he was like, I don't feel like this deserved a PG-13, but refused to cut any of the stuff to like make it PG.
Good.
So, but I think he would have found some more money.
See, and they used to put prizes in cereal, and then you'd forget about it and like swallow it and choke.
Hey, I never get that prize. My stomach hurts.
You never cared. Yeah. My poop hurts again. Oh, fudge.
It's my fridge. It's broken.
Oh, my God.
It's not the first time we brought it up.
Jumping out here. It's like when a cat's filling
you notice?
The deep fryer. Look at the thing.
He improvised this, too. Those were his, like, two big improv scenes. You notice he's on 7 days a week? Like, they're really abusing
Oh,
the
yeah,
shit
they're
out of
killing
him.
him.
He's making
Druids on parade.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. Beat the Loan Shark.
7 till 8 in the morning?
My Three Mutants.
You bet your pink slip.
Fun with
You sound like some of our radio channel branch offs. Buddha Knows Best.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's like a Vanilla Ice one. It's the lice is right. Oh.
I hope it's not right.
I thought they meant ice is in
Town Talk.
Where'd you get this fan?
We had this on the last recording session.
Was it? It's nice. We're not gonna sweat to death.
Yeah, I know. It's loud. I gotta do some cleaning.
It's not loud out here. Bestiality today.
Trust me, you hear it. Oh, that's funny.
Oh fuck yeah.
Nice.
Through the fuck a 6. Is that good? A 60 share?
I don't even know if that means anything anymore. I think that means that it got 60% of the audience for the time slot.
A 60
but
share.
That's literally impossible now because this is at a time when you would have had like access to maybe like 6 channels.
Right. Slam.
I feel like all of these people, like before I put this on, I had a feeling like we're going to see on almost every single like sketch, we're going to see somebody who's like huge now. We're going to be like, oh, there's John Lovitz.
Solitaire. Yeah. There he is. He's always eating, eh?
Well, of course he is. He's not a small man.
I wonder if he's alive. Oh my God, yes.
Gorbachev.
Oh yeah.
Again, a really nice.
Oh, there he is.
I love there's something about the awkward pause that is such good comedy to me. Like, because it's be there, cut, and then, okay, it's normal. Be there. They brought in a new...
Holy God, look at this guy. They've been up all night.
Had a bit of a unibrow
snorting
going.
coke so they can figure out how to beat this station.
I saw a very unfortunate child at Canada's Wonderland. Why on earth did you do that?
Why didn't I?
True.
What do you mean unfortunate? Because like their parents wouldn't buy them that third funnel cake? Oh my God, this is gonna be something awful.
No, she had a unibrow that was in the shape of a V, and she was younger than my daughter, and she had a mustache. And I was just like, oh, poor thing.
She was Armenian.
Probably.
That one was 37 years old.
Yeah.
They're tiny.
Which, by the way, let's just also remember again that the Star Wars name of Lando Calrissian is one of the most Armenian names I've ever heard.
That's a great tune.
Yeah.
Look at him. I love this. He dances like everybody in a Rodney Dangerfield movie.
I can't remember what song it was. I was looking it up. They wanted a specific song to be there, but they couldn't license it. So that was Weird Al literally just singing and screaming, "Let me be your hog."
Let me be your hog.
Yes.
Oh, there he is. This turns out to be somebody. It's like Denzel Washington. They throw you off with the white hand.
Yeah.
See, you never think it was some black dude, but boom.
Oh, they brought up too in the when they were talking about the grid there, they were talking about Volcano Worshippers Hour. And they put that in because Weird Al, to get into his yearbook the one year, like he wasn't going to get in. So he made up. It is Dr.
Dr. Claw.
Oh my God. But he made up the Volcano Worshippers Club for high school so he could get into the yearbook. So like you have a photo in the
So you had a club.
Yeah.
Volcano
Remember
Worshippers.
how many things we just showed up for
Just to be in the picture?
It was like the things we didn't even know were clubs, but we would just like walk
Fuck,
in.
man. Why can't we go back to school? Now.
Now that we're not like crippling.
I know. Man,
ankles.
it's just like semi-crippling.
Yeah.
Like I can get through it now, I think.
I think
I can
now,
do it.
As a 37-year-old man, I think my chances of being able to touch a 17-year-old girl's boob is probably way better.
Oh,
Wait, did I say
way
that out
better.
loud?
You have a car,
Yeah.
probably access to booze, and you don't drink. That's the best.
I make money.
That is the best.
Yeah.
You just wait. You don't want them to be so drunk that they didn't remember it happened. You just want them to be like, oh, did it? Yes. Okay. They slightly remember it. Because that's a fine line
It's very
between statutory and rape.
Yes. Well, statutory rape is still rape.
Oh.
Wacko.
So the judge was right.
Yes.
Oh my God.
It's almost like he had a book to look this sort of
What
shit
the
up.
fuck?
What?
Oh man.
It'll be
I
fine.
never should have represented myself.
All right. I think now is the time. I teased this for you before we went.
You
but I
fucking
said
cock tease.
This is.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah. The box office for this. So it made it cost $5 million. It made a total of $6 million.
Sweet.
But no, because they promoted the shit out of this movie, because when it tested really well in focus groups, they were like, this is going to be a summer blockbuster. So they moved it to the summer, and they literally advertised the fuck out of this. So they probably spent another $5 million in advertising,
Okay.
at least. So,
I still think the UHF name is better than what he wanted to call it.
yeah, he wanted to call it The Vidiot, which
That's dumb.
doesn't work.
That's a stupid name.
Yeah, I agree. But that's okay. It is what it is. I agree. I also agree with his argument that UHF wasn't well known enough and all this stuff.
Yeah, but with all this marketing that they did, I guess you'll know it's a movie. You don't have to know what UHF is to watch this movie.
And they could explain it in the movie if you were so inclined. But anyways, this movie debuted number 11 behind the following movies in order from first to whatever: Lethal Weapon 2, Batman, When Harry Met Sally, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, License to Kill, Peter Pan re-release, like they reissued it, Dead Poet Society, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Ghostbusters 2, and Weekend at Bernie's.
Wow.
So they're like, this movie's going to be the hit of the summer. And then they put it up against those.
Wow.
And some of them were fairly new.
Because this tiny room of people really liked it when they first saw it.
Yeah. Then it was out another week. It dropped another couple of spots when another couple of movies came out. Nothing, like known movies, but nothing major. So I didn't even bother to write them down. And,
That's holy fuck, what competition.
and then that was it. They just pulled it after that. They're like, we made a gigantic mistake. So we're going to...
No, that's not Weird Al's fault.
It's no,
I blame
it's
the
not.
studio.
It was totally the
What
studio.
the fuck? Like, and then it makes Weird Al look bad.
Well, and that was the
Oh,
thing.
this guy's setting up the old fart cam.
I guess when he was doing, and this was again going back to the name, when he was doing press, people were complaining. This is actually right out of Revenge of the Nerds
Yes,
too,
it is.
with the same cameras.
Look at the fucking camera.
The cameras are identical.
Is that a telescope?
that was the smallest you could fit a CCD into.
Wow,
back in the day.
man. Wow.
But
A boat car.
I know, so huge. But you could fit like my car, like my old car, in the trunk
Oh, yes.
of that car.
Right?
Right? What?
You were saying something.
I know, but then you started talking.
I did not. I'm not even here right now.
If only. No, I lost it. You've killed me.
Hooray!
What's worst is because we do this from time to time. We trail off and start talking about something else, and then we don't.
We
get
usually
back
make
to
it
what
back,
else.
though.
No, sometimes, but what's
tell you what
the
you're
worst
talking
thing
about.
is I'll be editing, and then I'll hear that we don't go back to it, and I'm like, oh no, it was something really good.
I know, right?
I'm sure people
See,
would've
it's
loved-
that's the whole. You got to leave them wanting more, man.
Yeah,
Sometimes
for
the
sure.
best ideas trail off into nowhere, and then somebody else thinks about it, and then they come out with it and make $1 billion, and then you're like, wow, I really did actually think of that first.
Girls Gone Wild was me.
Nobody has come out with That guy had the fucking life.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, before he went to jail.
Yes.
Guy was living the dream.
I think that was like the Fire Festival guy too.
Oh my God, the same dude.
Yes.
Is Fire 2 coming out?
No. Although I feel like the new Woodstock 50 is on its way to becoming the next one.
Ooh, I think they canceled that.
No, they
because,
did, but it's
Lil
coming
Pump
back.
won't show up.
They canceled it because it lost its funding, and then an investment firm said they're going to fund it using like other people's money. It's that they can invest in whatever they want. Right?
Yeah.
So they're like, we're going to invest in this. I'm like, ooh, I think you just caused the next stock market crash.
Yep.
So this is fantastic. This is just right out of Geraldo
I
stuff.
know, totally.
What's great is because like people now that look like Meatloaf. People really only know Geraldo as Fox News guy, but back in the day, he was like getting his nose busted.
Amazing. He fought the Nazis.
Yeah, man.
Oh, there's like Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, like this is not far off of like that. Is pretty much what happened to him.
Yep. He was fucking getting into it with the Nazis. He had a really
And that sounds like Maury Povich.
that is totally
stuff.
him. See, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Well, not the problem with this movie. Unless you're old as fuck like us, like you will not.
Yes.
Like you might like that it's goofy, but it is part of it that we get the joke. Not even that we get the joke, that we get the reference. Like we know that is Geraldo. I think it's still funny without. Even if you didn't know it's
fun.
Geraldo.
Well, because you could apply it to Maury Povich,
Exactly,
or Jerry Springer,
right.
what have you. I mean, yeah, it's I think it's a little bit funnier knowing exactly what it is. 'Cause
Right.
you're like, oh my god, that's exactly what it was like. But there's still a relatability.
They
to
don't
it.
have these. Well, yeah, I guess Maury's still on, but they were all over like Sally Jesse Raphael and
Springer's
like
still on.
Springer, but like there was way more of them. I guess that whole thing is kind of out.
Well, because they all found
Now it's
the
like
thing-
Ellen and Wendy Williams and
Well, the thing, they started all finding something that was popular for them and then only did that and then drove people nuts. Like Sally Jesse Raphael just went to boot camps. Like every episode, we're sending
in
kids
the
to
end,
boot
yeah.
camp. Like literally, she was shipping more kids off to boot camps than like the friggin' Nazis were shipping Jews. Like it was just,
They were throwing down, man.
like it was just.
Oh, I don't even think they were even really going to a boot camp. Like what a fucking
I
joke.
thought you were just about to Holocaust deny.
Oh,
I don't even think they would go.
that was my next statement. You just blew it.
Oh, yeah, you've had me
lid off
like
of
a
that.
little bit afraid.
That's what you thought there, because I was like, what?
Well, no, because you like to devil's advocate.
They
You like
didn't
to.
even fucking. That's the one thing I will not deny.
No.
I will deny my children.
Yes.
Okay.
Which he does daily.
I will deny. I was gonna say.
I have
will,
to fucking
I was
raise
gonna
them.
joke and say I will deny the Lord. Exactly. When he's fucking hit the button. What the fuck? Yeah. Spoiler alert. We're fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What's the telethon here? Oh yeah, it's for we're watching a movie here. Oh, yeah.
Actually, speaking of another button, let's ask. I asked the band Bastille an interesting question today. Hey Bastille, what's your favorite terrorist organization? You like ISIS? Whoa.
You heard me. They said it. That was clearly them.
No, seriously. Now look me in the eye and tell me who you like the best. Weird.
Wow. What a compelling interview.
I nailed it.
That was actually taken from an old interview where Chris Martin claims that he and Gwyneth Paltrow are ISIS.
They consciously recoupled
Yeah,
them
exactly.
became bombers.
ISIS.
Yeah.
Look at that fucking TV.
Billy Barty looks horrible.
Every time you see why he looks good. He does actually look better as a dwarf or something though.
His face and stuff. He's just always like
Wildorfski.
Yeah, I guess.
That's what we need to get. I need to go get. I'm gonna go as to Comic-Con as Gwildorfski. What a fucking costume!
You just get all the women putting their hands on you. Like,
exactly. Oh, he's going. He's
and then
fucking right.
And then have a random '80s person come. It looks like one of those new synthesizers from Japan.
It wasn't that far off, actually. That wasn't a bad guess.
Yeah, I know.
That thing kind of reminded me of Fry's, that thing he played in Futurama, and you could see it. Like it would kind of take your. I don't know what the hell it was called, but yeah, it was the same kind of thing. Got a pizza here. Oh, I could go for some pizza. Fuck yeah. Pizza!
I got a new pizza steel in my oven.
What?
It's
What
like
does that mean?
instead of a pizza stone, it's like a big thing of a flat thing of cast iron.
Ooh, I'm still trying to perfect the dough.
We'll get there.
This is like the greatest guy to fucking. There he is, right there. And that guy was in everything.
Actually, I might make some pizza tomorrow. I've got a thing of dough in the freezer. Take it out, make some lunch for me and my son.
I am getting good at pancakes.
Yeah.
I make really good pancakes now.
Are you getting into the art of pancakes where you're like getting all the different colors and doing the drawings and making Super
What
Mario
the
pancakes?
fuck?
Have you not seen that?
What?
Oh, it's like a whole thing. People use like squirt bottles full of pancakes. Oh, ugh. This is still the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
What in the fuck? Like
that's the kind of thing where you see that in a movie, even a movie this weird, and then like your eye starts to like twitch, and you're like, "What am I? Is this the end of me?" And like you're all seeing this. So I'm like, all right.
I think that is what you see at the gates
Yeah.
of hell. You have to pass in between them. You're like, oh god.
And I think the one on the right was Jay Leno.
And the one on the left was Bruce Campbell.
That's perfect. I'll get that photo up for on site. Yeah. Anyways, people with pancakes, they'll get a bunch of squirt bottles and they'll use a little food coloring and get a bunch of different colors, and then they'll like squirt out like the outside shape, and then squirt and then whatever they want to be darker or lighter, they do that earlier and stuff. So then they do it all, and then they give it a chance to cook. Then they flip it over, and then it's like a perfect photo of whatever they wanted it to be.
Perfect
Like
fucking pancake
they do like
photo.
yeah.
This is like, watch the kids.
Yep.
This is how you get out of a kidnapping.
He was supposed to sing Helter Skelter here, but he didn't know the words to it, so they're like, just do like Bonanza or something like that.
He didn't know that. Oh, he was supposed to be Helter Skelter, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Fucking, I love Bonanza's awesome.
I don't think
We haven't had a good
I've ever
Western.
seen an episode of Bonanza.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, apparently the Mandalorian is supposed to be very much a Western.
Ooh.
Like it's got
I've seen a good
supposed to
one.
have-
There he is. Oh, no, that's not him.
Who did
It's
you
the
think
upside
it was?
down guitarist.
Oh my god, his eyes.
I thought
like
it was the
blood is pooling
violinist.
up in his eyes.
Oh my god. I am thinking of RoboCop, where they're doing the drive on RoboCop. I mixed
Yeah.
up the two. Because remember the guy's upside down, like with, and he's doing the.
That's the director, by the way.
Oh my! That's Takiki Wakikiti.
Yes.
That's a real gang.
Hey, man. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned it. I may have mentioned it a little while ago. They have What We Do in the Shadows on Netflix now.
Oh no way! The movie,
Yeah.
or the show.
No, the movie.
The movie.
The movie.
He's fucking done with this. Oh, he drives around on the Ferrari.
Apparently, they badly damaged this Ferrari with this scene because when he was hitting him, like when the stuntman was hitting the thing, they put a big dent in the Ferrari.
How can you pay that much for a car and you can't even slam a guy's head into it repeatedly without
Right?
denting? What are you supposed to do? Like
I know,
a bird? Like oh fuck.
but they were worried. Nice. Yeah, but they were worried that because they were doing it on purpose and stuff that it wouldn't be covered on the insurance, and they were gonna have to buy a Ferrari for the person who loaned it to them, and it ended up being totally fine.
Because he isn't this the homeless guy in 12 Monkeys too? He's the homeless guy in everything. I think he is. Hey, bud. They put him in your teeth. That's totally him.
I refuse to believe.
This man is the living representation of my father's liver.
Oh no.
Some old rummy. Nice, you got the power. That's the Van Damme.
Yeah.
So much booze.
That's actually my
Did we watch Return of the Living Dead?
Return. No, not yet.
Which one did we watch? Night of the Living Dead.
We watched Tom Savini's
Halloween, we should do Return of the Living Dead 1 and 2.
Okay, done.
Double.
Double in one night.
Yeah.
Our first. Oh, we're announcing it here. I'll write it down when we're done. We're gonna do 2 in one night. Midnight showing.
Yeah. The midnight Halloween showing.
Stay up forever. Quit your job.
Woo. I did.
I can't listen to her, and she's not good enough. Like that's the Jennifer Tilly effect. It's like, oh, you sound awful, but you look like Jennifer Tilly.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
Remember
fine.
that movie? What was that? Bound.
Yeah.
Woo.
Her and Gina Gershon. I was
Holy
like,
fuck.
I'm sorry. Were you like reading my diary?
Oh, she's Chucky's old lady, too. Yeah,
Tilly,
Jennifer Tilly is Chucky's old lady.
Yeah, not anymore.
Fucking Chucky.
Mark Hamill is his own old lady,
Mar-
right?
If you really believe, kids, if you really believe you can be your own old lady, you can be a woman
Yes.
You can be a fuzzy animal. You can be a fuzzy animal woman.
I think I told you about this. I'm so worried because when we start recording so far ahead, I'm worried about stories that I may have already told recently.
Oh,
that
whatever.
will show up. But one of my coworkers came across a furry convention at the hotel right near our.
Right. You may have.
Yeah, but he like had to go past it to get his dinner. It was like a night shift. So
Right.
It was late. It was like 1 a.m. And then when he came back, he just saw a bunch of furries like sitting out. He took a picture of them. They're like all like having a smoke outside the building.
I would recommend,
Yeah.
if you were in the city, to never walk through the trail that is like it's like Needle Central. It's right next to Hooker Alley. It's got the totem pole. I was walking through there looking for drugs and prostitutes. Neither of them were there. It was like way too early. I'm like, what am I doing with my life? And like I should be asleep still because I'm on a drug bender.
Yes.
But I'm not. Anyway, so there's a homeless guy. Got his mop.
Yeah. It's just
Fuck yeah.
his superpower.
And so there's a homeless guy. I'm taking a picture of a tree.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty good at photography. Oh my God. And so I'm taking a picture of this tree, and this guy comes so close to me that he like grazes my shoulder, and all of a sudden I'm like, what the shit?
You're dying.
And he's like walking past, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, there's a whole fucking park.
Yeah.
And he goes behind, there's one building. I don't know what it was, an old bathroom or something like, but it's all closed up. And it says, "Don't stop believing." And beside that is this homeless guy picking up all his stuff. And I was like, I have to take this picture. It said, you know what I mean? It was like the perfect kind of thing, but I was scared that he would be like, and like throw a cat at me or something.
So what? Then you have a cat.
I know. I was like, fuck. I should have taken it. It was such like the perfect moment.
I may have lost some dignity, but I gained a cat.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's
yeah.
like a poster of a like living well, and it's like two rich people clinking, and then next to it is like some homeless guy shooting up.
Yeah, I hear that.
I'm like, buddy, the picture's not. Can you just shoot up? He's like, I gave that up 4 years ago. Just shoot up for the picture, just once.
Still, I know.
Like, come on, I have it here. He's like, oh fuck.
I know I've told this story before, but still, one of my favorite all-time conversations between us was when you interrupted us when you were away at college. And you called me, and you're like, whoa, like, stop everything. There's two homeless people karate fighting outside of my window.
Oh, my God. We called him a kung fu bum.
Yes.
He sweep kicked that motherfucker right in the face.
That's amazing.
Boom. We were like, whoa. Stanley. Oh, they got the feed. The feed crossed over somehow. See, they got our boy. He's got his back, right? Fucking ace.
That's what he's there for. He's protecting. Look at the guy in the top left there. He's like, yeah. Like they hired that. He literally thought he was gonna watch him get murdered. He's like, I hated Fridays.
He's a living hyena. Look at those. They're not dripping, so they're not Jerry curls.
Yeah. He looks
They're
like Hector
ish.
Elizondo.
He does look good with that haircut, though. It kind of suits him.
It's not like he still sort of has the curl. It's just
You're right. He runs like
now.
an idiot.
Yeah,
Although that's kind of his thing.
But that's my problem. He runs so weird.
Yeah.
No,
Right?
My concern
Oh, fuck yeah.
is like when I watch him, I never know if he's ever trying to be like, is he trying to play a serious moment or is he just trying to be goofy here? Like I can never tell.
Look at that. It doesn't look bad.
So apparently that whole thing came off as like one single piece.
Right.
It's just like a giant chest plate on him.
It looks pretty good from far back like that, man. Like,
So, yeah, up close you can tell.
well, no, it looks fake, but it still looks like they actually mold. Oh my god, look at this
This
old.
is fantastic.
Like, what is it? Kami? What is he?
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
fucking
probably. He's probably supposed
Yeah,
to be
the
some
arrow.
like random Russian type thing.
Fucking right.
They intended for Sylvester Stallone to have a cameo here, and he agreed to do it. But he then had, they had some scheduling problems.
Who
so
was
he
it?
Sylvester Stallone.
No.
He was gonna like fly a helicopter or something like that, and then
They're actually gonna get some people in this thing.
yeah. And well, I think because like again, I think a lot of people understand, like they know Weird Al. It's
They
not
like Weird Al.
It's not like he did this before, like friggin' Fat came out and stuff
Right.
like that, right? Or Eat It or any of those things.
Stallone has a good sense of humor, though.
Yeah, seemingly.
Yeah.
I know he's weird though because
Stallone?
Yeah, because you hear that, but then like you know like you hear about his autograph signing things where you're like, don't speak to him, don't do this, don't do that. I'm like, ugh. I always
This is
find
so
that
lame.
icky.
Why would you even want to do it? Then I'd be like, you just killed the whole thing.
Because
I
it
can't
was
even say anything to the guy. Like,
Because it was a really quick way for him to make like $200,000. That's all that is. That's like, oh, I owe a little bit of so I think Stallone was meant to be in that booth.
Oh, he was gonna be the giving helicopter rides guy.
So it was gonna be just like really quick. I love the stare.
So true, eh?
What's so funny about the Rambo movies? Like you go from First Blood, which is like a legitimate like movie about like PTSD.
That was a
like
good movie.
And like
his acting was really good in
the
it too.
Hell of War and all this stuff. And then like you go to Rambo 2 where he's like everything he was railing against in the first one he does in spades. Rambo 3 gets worse. Rambo 4 they literally juice
The last hour of Rambo 3 is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's bananas.
Like there's nothing happens in the beginning, and then you're like, this is why nothing happened, because
You know
the last
what?
hour is just insanity.
I don't think I've seen Rambo 3 since I saw it with you like on VHS
Right.
at your house.
Come and watch it on VHS tonight.
All right.
That's another one I should get. There's a good VHS guy at our flea market. I should go. I just got my EI check, so it'll be gone by tomorrow.
All right, we're doing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Yep, Todd, we're gonna get
He
him
just
healed
broke
up.
into like foam chunks.
We're gonna get him healed up so he can get back to work soon.
I know.
So we can miss each other for a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh.
I actually want to go back to work. I'm starting to feel like,
Yeah.
I do have some stories on the go though.
Yeah.
I do. I've got a couple. I'm getting through them.
Nice.
I don't know why. I have to tell myself to not agonize them.
Yeah.
Like, and then I think, is this how I want to say that?
No,
I mean,
you know what you
from
gotta
now, from right now, I'm just gonna write it.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm
You
just
gotta
gonna
go,
fucking as fast as I
go
can,
in stream of conscious.
Yep.
Just get it on paper and then edit.
and then go through it and
You cannot edit yourself.
and then I think of another character. I was like, oh, I can put this guy. Then I restart the whole thing, and it's
Yeah,
like,
but you can rewrite scenes.
it's
That's
like fucking
fine.
Death
Like, you
Clock,
go back.
and they're fucking out. Oh fuck, look at this. Did he just say pull up or fluff?
I can't tell if he was just going ooh.
Oh yeah, and Rambo was like a tank versus a helicopter.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like the most expensive movie ever for like?
Yeah, for
He's laughing, eh?
yeah. Again, this was one of this was another one of those things because again we saw that Al music thing before I saw this movie before I even knew it existed, and then I was just like, oh man. But I think I think that one Al music that we saw was right before this came out or something like
Right.
that, which is probably why they were showing so many clips. Or...
Oh, that sounded pretty good.
I know. Well, that made me wonder. I think they just took a clip from one.
It
of the
did
other
actually
movies.
sound like Stallone.
Yeah, I don't think it was an impression.
Because that's how they gave props to him. Like, you can't be in it. Can we use the "I'm Your Worst Nightmare" line?
Yeah. Which
And
I
then when he
think is
says
from
yes, then he turns it into a whole
Yeah,
album.
I'm pretty sure it's from Cobra.
No,
No, what
it's
is it?
Rambo 2.
Oh.
It's over the thing to Murdoch.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah, I'm coming for you.
Although
now,
I think it's
Murdoch.
also in Cobra,
Oh, it's in all of them.
which was essentially Beverly Hills Cop. No, that's not a lie. It was the
What?
story for Beverly Hills Cop was it was supposed to go a certain way, and then he's confused there because that was he just improvised that for no reason, the red rum, but yeah, Stallone wanted the movie to be a certain way, and it wasn't. The supplies closet. See again, you more of that racist nonsense. But yeah, he wanted it to be a certain way. It wasn't going his way, so he left, and he basically took the story that was going to be Beverly Hills Cop and changed it a bit. And then it was Cobra, but originally it wasn't supposed to be Axel Foley. It was supposed to be Axel Cobretti.
Oh, no way.
And that was and Cobra was Cobretti. Like, that's...
Huh.
Yeah, it was...
Here they come.
It was a whole thing. And then it became such a thing because
What a
Cobra was based on a book. And then I think it was Cobra that was based on a book. And then he basically wanted to have his name added to the book as the author because he did so much for the movie.
Right.
So he's like, yeah, I just get to be the author of this book now, even though I didn't write it.
Is that how that works?
Apparently.
So Peter Jackson wrote Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is that his dad?
No, did you just see the cameraman carrying Billy Barty around? Man, it must be really hard being an LP when it comes to stuff like that. I was like,
Fucking right.
Oh. Even if somebody did,
Oh, shit.
I just don't want to be picked up against my will, and I feel like it would happen from time to time.
Yeah, it's probably very degrading. Well, he looks like he's all right here. He's got to get the shot.
Yes,
He's a consummate professional.
That's different. I liked that idea though. It's a very funny idea for this kind of movie where it's just like he's gonna have a low angle, like everything's gonna be a low angle shot because their cameraman's 3 feet tall.
That's right. It's all crotch shots. That's how you make the money.
Yeah, exactly. Just throbbing leg dick.
I love this part.
God, so much physicality out of the man, eh? Like,
he said his back was hurting him back, and from falling down all the
Yeah.
time and being crazy.
I'm sad that again, all the other stuff aside, I'm sad that he wasn't able to like.
All the other tragic shit.
Yeah,
that happened.
no, but I'm sad that he wasn't able to parlay anything out of Seinfeld. Like he had the Michael Richards show, which did not last long. It got canceled fast.
I'm surprised
It was like-
maybe he was too like. I think he was totally typecast at that point.
well, but
But
he's
he makes
always
so much money off of Seinfeld. I would have been happy with
Yeah.
it. I would have been happy to just fucking take that check every week, man.
Yeah.
That Seinfeld check and just run.
well, and I mean they're still doing it.
Yes,
like
they still get a check every week.
could you? I can't even fathom how much it is.
It blows my mind.
It probably.
That's you that told me that story. The other guy, right?
Well, it was it was Louis Black.
Louis
from,
Black, that's right.
Big Bang, who still is getting like like a few $1,000s a week from like a 2-minute spot that he had on the show.
Yep.
And so imagine every episode of Seinfeld where you're one of the main 4 people who's in every episode for almost the entire episode.
Yep.
And so you are
Woo!
like easily making hundreds of thousands of dollars.
It's like he's even shocked at himself at what he had said.
I say some,
He's like, I don't remember saying that.
I say some awful stuff when I don't think I'm on camera.
Oh, fuck.
I think I
I
automatically
think he was doing
assumed-
the finger bang there, like into the hole.
Yeah. I think that the more gums I can see in a person, the more evil I perceive them to be. 'Cause
The more gums.
I was
Trying to
like,
hide. It's like they're burying their teeth. They're getting ready.
yeah,
At
exactly.
all times, they're getting ready to. Oh my god, what's the goal? 75?
Yeah, probably. If
Seven. It's probably 73,001.
I like that people are just like waving 5s at him, like take 9.
Hey, every dollar counts.
It also kind of looks like the Running Man.
I love the shirts, man.
Oh, I know, eh? But that was a part of him too.
Terry.
I love his polka spoofs, like when he did like I think
Oh, he always does one. Every CD used to have a polka spoof on
what
it.
was it, Alapalooza? They did like the grunge one, so they had like Black Hole Sun.
Well, no, there was tons of them all mashed in
know.
together.
Yeah, but it was like I
Oh,
think
chicken.
yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. I think it was like, but it was a bunch of grunge songs was the one
Yeah.
or something like that. But some brilliant albums in there.
I wonder how he's allowed to do that. Does he have to pay them? Because he's making money off of their song.
I don't think he has to pay them
That seems crazy.
because all you have to do is there's a thing about the rules. You only have to make changes that are just subtle enough.
I think he has to ask though too.
But he actually he doesn't,
Oh.
but he does ask because he wants to be respectful. And if somebody says no, he doesn't do it.
I can't remember who it was that was saying like
I know Eminem was.
they were so upset. They were like, everybody's got a fucking like and he never did a song about me. Like
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was. I don't know if it was Sting or
I'd
if
be-
it was
I'd be bummed out.
yeah. And he was like, I thought it was big. He was like, I thought like Weird Al. What the hell? Where's my song? Like
Yeah, I like that he thinks like unplugging the clock makes it.
yeah, that will stop it.
Guess what I just did? I stopped everything.
No, 89.
B. Louis.
Be Louie. I'd love to be Louie.
That just made me think about Tailspin.
Todd. Tailspin.
Yeah, I was
That
thinking.
bitch Rebecca bossed everybody around.
Yeah, exactly.
She was
I was
hot,
thinking.
though.
I was thinking about Louis the.
I like him bitchy.
I know. Yeah, it was like,
I know
she was,
you
She
do.
was definitely. She was definitely the Shelley Long to Baloo to
The
Baloo's
Shelley Long.
dancing.
If there was a live action,
Yeah.
John Goodman would be Baloo and Shelley Long would definitely be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Even now,
Just
Although
take
Shelley
her,
Long-
just digitally take her from Popeye and slap her into Tailspin.
No, that's Shelley Duvall. Shelley Long is Cheers.
Oh, that's right, Shelley Long.
Yeah,
I mixed myself up.
that's all right.
Walter's Dude Ranch. She's like, yeah.
Yeah, as long as you're not
Yeah.
thinking Shelley Winters.
Huh.
Hey, Mister.
Oh yeah, he's been saving up all his money.
Yeah, exactly. So many. 2,000. Oh my god. It's you when you get a guy with the voice like that. It's like when you get
Keep the change.
It's like when you get that guy who's like in all the westerns and stuff like that. He was even in Back to the Future 3 where he's got that weird voice.
Oh yeah, yes, I like that guy.
He played Chappie in Who's the Boss as well. He was like the janitor at the college.
Well, I don't know about all that.
Yeah, exactly. He had like a weird
Boom.
whisper.
Oh wait, who is this? Watch.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Oh,
think
Mr.
he
Big.
was
That's
there.
right.
It was Big Louie.
Big Louie. I'm surprised they is there a trivia, like was there a cameo like there, but they didn't. I thought with the arm he was gonna turn and be somebody.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have had the opportunity to see.
They
Like
did
somebody, they were probably like, let's reach out to some people, and then nothing
75,
came of it.
75 G's.
$75,000 wouldn't get you a TV show, let alone a station.
God.
This is why YouTube is the thing, man. We love you guys out on YouTube who watch us or listen to us while a graphic goes across the screen saying that this is what we are.
Beauty. We'll get that bouncing ball soon.
Well, that's why we do videotape them coming Attractions episodes.
Exactly. We film on real film, so like there's just too much.
Yeah, exactly.
We talk too much. There's too many warehouses filled with this explosive device.
And I have an old telecine machine that like converts it to film to tape. And
Oh
stuff
God,
like that.
yes.
I remember a guy I used to work with when I started in TV and Master Control, and there's a guy who's like, I'm old enough that I used to run a telecine machine. I'm like, I don't know how you think that's gonna impress me. I was like, that means you don't know.
Churn my own butter,
Yeah.
Butter?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, no.
Great, that's fine. And he would just.
Well, you could have even just pretended.
I did the first time.
Oh right, I gotcha.
And then it was like,
Oh my
every
God.
shift. It was
I
like,
was-
you don't understand.
I was in the grocery store, no, Walmart, and this lady was there.
Yeah.
This is his comeuppance for trying to ruin people's lives. He got mud in his fucking eye. Oh, Billy Barty.
Little people hands always freak me out. I know it's not the greatest thing to say, but it was just like
Glad it could be absurd. He's an alien or something, ain't he?
my work on this planet is
Oh
complete.
yeah, it is. Like,
This should have been Hector Elizondo.
what the fuck?
This is very much.
This is like the end of Repo Man.
Yes. Like this is the only truly natural ending to a movie that features Weird Al, though.
I love this. Nobody's watching.
Yeah.
Whoa! that looks like a Rob Zombie.
I know. I was just gonna say it looked like what's her face from
Large
Pee-wee's.
Marge,
It looked like
yo.
Large Marge. She's
Oh yeah, what are you doing? Some old lady needs you in the nuts.
and she's out of the running, man, too. I vote for Ben Richards.
Oh my, yeah. Maybe you want to pay him or something. Like fuck.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. He gives him. Yeah.
That's it. That's all he needs.
That should be the sequel. Make the sequel to this now. The show has been on, and that's a thing I failed to mention that at the beginning of this. This is the 30th anniversary
Oh,
of this movie.
what the fuck? We're partying, man.
I know.
I should have drank that fucking girl ass drink your wife friggin' offered me.
There you go.
Because it's like too girly even for her.
I know. But but yeah, it was, I make a sequel to it now where he's been working the entire time for like minimum wage on the most popular show on television for 30 years.
And they
he
owe him
finds
the,
yeah.
they owe him the retro. What's he talking about?
Yeah. Oh,
When he threw the penny or the coin at him, right?
yeah. It was like a collector's one or something like that. Oh.
This guy's fucking reloaded.
The only thing that would be better is if he found out that this guy was like a Shakespearean, like he was a guy who did like Shakespeare like in England. It was like him and Judi Dench doing like Henry V and stuff like that.
The only thing that would have made that better is the bad guy should have had a girl with him, a super hot like 80s girl, and he also got the girl. And then she's like, "Oh, you have all the shoes?" And then she goes over to him, and then the guy starts crying, right?
Oh boy, boobies tonight.
Boobies. Oh, jeez. See, now I think it's going to be the Pee Wee Herman ending where they're watching the movie at the movies.
It feels
You know what I
much
mean?
like that. I feel like there were only two kinds of movies in the 80s. There was either the spoofy, goofy movie.
Spoofy, goofy. I like that.
No, three kinds. The spoofy, goofy, the gut-wrenching action with horrible puns, or the boob horror movie.
Yeah.
Like, those are the only three types of movies. If
You
tell
think,
me
you think the
it's-
kids will get this one?
No.
Fuck, man.
No,
That
some
movie-
will.
You know, I'm not into it.
No,
It
I
was
tell
4
you-
hours of watching, trying to, like, waiting for this guy to tell this chick to go fuck herself. And I'm like, Jesus, I hate this chick so bad.
They made sequels, like book sequels to that and stuff like that. And
Yes, they
everybody,
did.
like, hated them.
Yeah.
And I was reading all
Scarlet. One's called Scarlet, I
One's
think.
called
Yeah.
Scarlet, but then they made like 4 or 5 more after that. Like, but they were all part 2. They're like, no, we weren't happy with this one, so we're gonna.
This
do
is the real part 2, like Terminator 3 Dark
Yeah.
Fate.
And then they did that one where,
Oh, Vance Colvig.
there you go.
I should be writing his name down. That guy's the fucking man.
But they were, oh, what was it? It was, so yeah, it was like the real part 2 of saying, you mentioned Terminator and you threw me off again. I can't.
Yeah. That was Dr.
See,
Demento.
yeah.
Whipped cream eater.
That's a weird.
That's his real given name.
Yes, his name is Doctor. No, he's got a real name, and I have it written down. It's Barry
Sure you
something.
do.
No, I do.
It's embarrassing.
No, I said it's Barry something.
Oh, I didn't know whether you
That's
meant his
funny.
name was embarrassing or the fact that you had it was embarrassing.
No.
But it was none of those.
No, it was neither of those things. You'll be
Well.
fine. Oh, I didn't. Oh, Barry Hansen. So there. I never really like. I don't know how you feel about it, but I never really like Weird Al's original songs.
No.
I was just like,
No.
But I
Meh.
think they're also never as funny.
No.
Like I think that he does his best work when he's listening to a song and then he like changes, like he has the concept change in his
Right.
brain where he's like, oh, I want my MTV, I want Beverly Hillbillies, and then it's like, boom, we can work out.
Got it. Imagine that's your whole career listening to their songs and thinking about what rhymes.
I do that all
Funnily.
the time. I do that all the time.
Done. Career
Yeah.
done.
I do that with Cannibal Corpse.
He makes it even more brutal.
Yeah.
They should come up with a Cannibal
I-
Corpse should
I
come
did-
up with a kids album.
I did one called Cucked by My Wife instead of Fucked with a Knife.
Yeah. Cucked by my wife. It's good actually.
It's still really
That's pretty
dark.
fucking good. If anybody out there was a Cannibal Corpse fan, that was a plus joke right there.
Yeah, that person is rolling on the floor.
Fucking right.
But they were rolling on the floor anyways
Yeah.
because they
Probably
took some
trying to kill
bad shit.
themselves.
Oh,
fentanyl.
these are two of my favorite Foley artists going. Hilda Hodges and Nancy M. Parker. Jesus Christ.
They have Foleyed down.
They hit home.
What the fuck is a Foley
runs.
artist?
Foley artists are the one, like, you know, when you're like taking footsteps and stuff like that, you're not hearing the mic's not picking up the footsteps, but they add the footsteps.
That's not the sound guy?
No, the sound guy can't do, like, the sound guy's getting you, but when you've got the mic up here, you're not hearing the footsteps.
No, but even
or the little,
afterwards
like-
when they do the sound and all that.
No.
You see the guy clopping. There's horses. Go two coconuts. Clop, clop, clop,
Yes,
clop.
those are the Foley
That's
artists.
the guy.
Yeah, those are the Foley
Why
artists.
don't you just call him the post sound guy?
Well, because there's a million different post sound jobs, right? There's the mixers.
So that's like
there's
on the
yeah.
just the foot guy.
And it's funny because when you hear about that, you're like, really, does it matter that much? But it's like when you hear two people walking and you hear the footsteps of them walking down the hallway and stuff like that, and if like you're like, would that really matter? But if you actually didn't have the footsteps,
It's
it
weird.
would seem weird.
Yeah, it's fucked.
And it's kind of crazy that your brain puts that together. You're like, are they floating? Because I don't hear footsteps. But you wouldn't have heard footsteps if you were walking. With
Right. Well, if it was like, yeah,
Yeah.
but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But yes.
Unless you were wearing Doc Martens and you were in a hospital like basement. Clop,
Right.
Clop, clop, echo, echo, echo.
Oh, Sting wrote that tune for. Remember? Okay, so I said it was Sting. It wasn't Sting, because he did a Sting tune right
okay.
there.
Oh, there you go.
Sting wrote that song with, I guess, the guy from Dire Straits.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that.
There's a piece of fucking trivia for you.
Apparently so.
Nutsies, Clay Toddy boy.
Yeah, that guy knows what he's talking about. Donna Dijon Music
The
Publications.
Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
Apparently, in the commentary for this movie, Weird Al, he does a spoof of the Orion song because Orion is bankrupt, and he's like, Orion has no money, or like whatever the theme is. I can't even think about it right now.
I'm hoping that John Wick 3
Yeah.
While watching that movie, I was like, I would love to see the behind the scenes,
Yes.
especially with the dogs and shit.
Oh my God, they had to thank everybody from the Beverly Hillbillies.
Of course they did. You gotta give a shout out.
I guess.
You can't show them all and then not even be like, say a fucking
could.
anything.
Negative cutter.
Ooh.
Aren't all cutters negative? Yeah, I did it. That's actually a film job, but I'm just kidding.
Just joking around, guys.
joking around.
Just fooling around.
Don't cut yourself.
Just having some fun.
Oh no, I'm Trinidad Silva. I don't know who you are.
Trinidad Silva.
I always love these, like the stories, names, and characters that are portrayed. They're all fictitious, but then you'll hear them in the con. He's like, I based this on my buddy. Blah, 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 blah.
Saw a guy get cut in half at the library.
Yeah,
It's not funny like the movie says.
I saw it today. It was hilarious.
Laughed my balls off.
Oh my God.
Sprayed with blood.
Yeah, and then I got 2 half copies of Donald Trump,
Yeah.
Fire and Fury.
Can I have his library card?
Yeah, you can get your own. It's free. I don't have time to sign things.
I don't know. Yikes.
All right, guys, that is it for tonight. We thank you so much. That was UHF. I hope it was some of your first time hearing about it or seeing it or something like that. I imagine it is. I just think
The
that
random 4 minutes we actually talked about the movie.
No, but it was. I just like the idea that like this podcast might make somebody go out and watch something that they've never seen before. Or something.
Don't go outside and play. Come inside with us and play.
Nothing but fucking rapists out there, man. There's only a couple in here.
and play with us, Denny.
Exactly. I'm just saying from a stage of like relative like quantity,
Right.
far fewer rapists in this room
True.
than everywhere
True.
in the rest of the world.
True. I was
So-
acquitted. I am not a rapist in Jersey.
Stay tuned for next week when we have Brian Singer on the show. yeah, that's right.
I have him
Bryan
on
Singer.
speed dial.
I won't be seeing Dark Phoenix.
They need to fire that fucking piece of shit.
Well,
Fuck.
well, it's out of their hands after this one, so.
Ugh, don't go see that movie.
Don't go.
Not only because it sucks, but because he's...
Well, I'm sure people are going to want to punish fucking Sansa Stark there for even being in the movie. How dare you? You were in the worst thing ever. So fuck
Which
you.
one?
What's her face? The girl who's playing Phoenix, whose name?
Stanky Stark?
Sansa. That's her name.
Oh.
We'll get there. All right, guys. The usual stuff. Find us at miscastcommentary.com. Email us podcast at miscastcommentary.com. Call or text us 1-289-769-3288. Wait for the message. Like, it's going to take a little while, and then the message is going to come up, and then you can leave a message if you want to be heard. If you don't want to be heard, just say, hey, I don't want to be heard. This is just for you guys. This is just so you know that if I was in front of you, I'd give you a tugger. But
Somebody sexually blackmail me, for God's sakes.
yeah, exactly.
Let's get it down like one of them hot movies.
I send my dicks to random phone numbers 30 or 40 times a day. So it's
He
like,
gets responses too.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how many other penises respond.
and really, guys, stop buying your 10-year-old cell phones for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, Twitter. Catch us at Miscast Podcast. I'm at JK Finley. Todd's at Miscast Todd. Instagram, catch us at Miscast Commentary. I'm at JK Finley again because, didn't see it wasn't that hard to get. That's
Did
it
put
for
like
this week.
69 at the end because there was already like 8 of them.
Those are the people you can really see when people lay into like I really want the 69.
Yeah, I've got to have it.
So it's 69, but then it's like, oh no, 69's taken, so they go 69, 69. No, it's
69.
69, 69, 69. They're not going to put 69,
Yeah.
69, 1. They're just like,
Yeah,
or just
yeah.
accept that they're not going to get 69.
I forgot. I was like farting around through my PlayStation, whatever account. I don't even know how to do it. And I remembered way back in the day because I couldn't find my handle on there is Fudge Dreams 69. Yeah, I tried to come up with all this stuff, and then I was like, I can't. Even my own name is like not happening. Like it took forever.
My original email was my god awful high school rap name. And I did not rap in high school. I just came up with a rap name, and it was God Dog.
God Dog, yeah.
It's spelled GAWDDOGG. And so it was goddog
You
at,
have to
at
spell it
hotmail.com.
so that you're straight gangsta.
No,
because of the spelling.
I wanted you to know that it wasn't just G-O-D-D-O-G. Like it was
Right.
It wasn't a palindrome because that's not thug at all.
Yeah.
And so you needed to know. But yeah, so that was my original email. And then I remember I was like in college and they were like, you're going to want to have like your email, like on your resume and stuff be your name. You don't want to have like, and it was kind of like, they basically just told you don't want Fudge Dream 69 at yahoo.ca.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And then that was my moment where I'm like, I should probably get it. So then I went and got like my actual email address. And I was like, oh, this is boring.
Hey, maybe somebody's going to call me on the thing now. On the PlayStation because I just told them my name.
Oh, is that still on there? Okay, add Todd. Oh, please add Todd.
I get things too, and I don't even know. Like one of them was like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "Who the fuck is this even?" Like I don't even know how to answer.
I'm in Nigeria. I'm a prince.
Yeah, like,
I've got all this money.
send me some. Money makes money, you know. Oh, she's right. Oh, so here we go. A couple vanilla MasterCards later, boom.
I remember when I used to just get letters from Nigerian princes. Please mail me a cashier's check.
Yeah. The
All right.
prince.
Yes.
I need to lead a rebellion against my awful father. To save, I'd be like, wow, see, bring a story. Don't let your story be, hey, I'm stuck here. I'm trying to get to Peterborough.
Yeah.
Can I have $2? You say the same thing every day you live in my building.
That scam, too, is the weirdest scam in the world. I'm worth $5 billion, but right now it's all locked
it's
up.
all
But if
tied
you give
up.
me $5,000, then I'll give you $4 billion.
Yeah.
What?
Or like, hey, we're the phone company.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask you any information. I'm the phone company.
Yeah.
And I need you. We've changed how we do business.
Yeah.
I need you to go out and get me some iTunes cards and tell me those numbers. And that is how you're going to take. But you're way over. You're $40,000 in debt, by the way, which we forgot to tell you until now.
I don't think I told you this story.
Oh, my God. Is that you?
No. This is another scam one. And it's almost embarrassing if not for the fact that it didn't happen. But they contacted me and it was basically I inserted
here we go.
No, I inserted a virus on your computer that allowed me access to your
Like this came up,
yeah,
or they
yeah,
called
this
you?
is what it said. This is what it says in the email. It says I put a virus on your computer and it gave me access to your webcam. And I've seen the things you've done.
I've heard about this one.
And this is, I ended up looking, well, I don't even know why I looked it up. I know I didn't do this. Not on this computer. The one without a webcam, yeah.
Right.
But they're like, I'm going to show everybody what you were doing and what you were watching while you were doing it in like one screen. It'll be like a picture-in-picture thing, and it's going to go to every single person.
You can totally fake that,
in your
anyways.
in your mailbox. Yeah, but it was except the what I was doing part. If that was the thing, if they could capture.
How
that.
could they prove that though? That you could doctor a photo and slap in where you
No, but
supposedly
it
were.
was the full video and stuff.
Right.
Like that,
Okay.
Well, that
and you
was,
say it too.
That was what they
it's
said.
a good thing I'm here jacking to younganimals.com.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that is actually the only way I can get off is to mention the exact URL.
Baby. Yeah. Yes.
Pornhub.com/videos slash
Backslash.
Yeah.
Semicolon.
1294634-4. But it was like that thing, and I was like, that's not a thing. And then it was just, and then I looked it up. I'm like, is this a current scam going on? And they're like, yeah, they're saying it. But they wanted like 25, or they wanted like, I can't remember. It was a certain amount of money in Bitcoin, or a certain amount of Bitcoin or something, which
How
was
the
worth, like, a
fuck
certain
do we
amount of
even
money.
get Bitcoin?
I have no idea. And they're like, you got to send that to me. And I was like, but some people were panicking and doing it. And I'm like, oh my God, what were you doing on your computer?
Even then, it's like, no.
Yeah. Although
They're just watching porn like everybody else.
Exactly.
And they don't want their, loved ones or family to know that they're into, the same shit everybody else is fucking into.
I text my wife to just make sure she knows what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Just so you know. You're gonna.
I am fucking a dead squirrel right now.
There's one reason
Online.
There's one reason I don't want you to look into my my history, my internet history, because to just see it would be shocking. So I'll just tell you what it's gonna be. I'll just like pull the Band-Aid right off.
Essentially the exact same story. Only a little bit worse. It was very upset with myself.
Okay.
Knowing all this shit.
Yeah.
I'm on the computer looking at pornography.
Ooh, I've heard there's
Screen
some
locks, right? And it's just a couple months ago, I figured out you can do way more than just look at pornography on this thing. Like, wow.
I'm not even willing to find out.
And and so this thing comes up that essentially locks the screen.
Yeah.
And it's like, your computer's whatever, blah, blah, you need to call us and get it fixed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't get this fucking thing. I can't get it to leave. And I'm like, this thing won't fucking go. I'm like, oh, fuck, it's like Microsoft or whatever. I call the number. The phone is the other end answers, and it is clearly somebody from like Ghana or something. And this guy's got like this accent, thick as anything. Yeah. And then you could hear other people in the background.
That's always.
And I'm like, the fuck is this? Like, and okay, so one was, if it answered and the guy was like clear English, I would have gone further. And then I wouldn't have gone as far as they wanted, because he's like, okay, I'm going to fix your computer problem right now. I know, as I'm on the phone with the guy, I'm like, oh, no, it just, and then now I'm like, I know, like I can tell just from answering. Yeah. And so I was like, oh, it just cleared up. It's all good. And he's like, oh, no. And I'm like, no, it's all good. And I hang up the phone. He calls me back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's like, this is Microsoft. Like, he can barely say the Microsoft. He can barely say the word. Like, he can barely speak English. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, for one, like, they don't call you back. Yeah. I just hung up on you. You didn't call you back. And then he's like starting to like threaten me slightly. Yeah. And I'm just like, I was like, go fuck yourself. And then hung up. But I was like, I can't believe I even got that far. Yeah. Because I didn't know this shit. I thought the computer really was. But the moment he answered, I was like, wait a second. And then when he called back, he's like, no, let me talk you through it. First, I need your this information. And I'm like, yeah, no fucking way, buddy. Like, what the fuck? But I've seen on the news where people are getting scammed for like 20,000 because they're scared that this stranger.
Well, and the thing is, it's just a numbers game too, right?
Yeah, you'll eventually get somebody.
If I do 100,000 people and I get 2, then I'm great.
That's the type of place they need to find on a satellite and drop the fucking bomb on. Man. Just for the radius of that place. Like, fuck you.
See, I want like public justice for that. I want them to break, like, whoever got scammed, I want them to go and find the people and bring them back to those people. It's like, now you have to face the people.
Yeah, they should get caned. That kid got caned almost like his ass off for like spray painting.
And then the ECW started their Singapore cane matches, which was nice and timely.
Oh yeah. So you gotta keep it up. When it's hot, yes, right?
Which is why then after the John Wayne Bobbitt thing, they had a knife for your dick on a ladder match.
Yep, exactly. The winner could chop the loser's penis off, or if you chose to, you could chop your own penis off. And it's shocking.
We'd give the name New Jack a whole new name.
New Jack. That guy was a fucking asshole.
I know. But that's neither here nor there. It's funny when a movie's an hour 37 minutes long and we cross an hour 50. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up now. Thank you so much for listening and hopefully sticking with us at this point. If you want, I'm not gonna be too forceful. Fucking do it. Catch us next week. Another Coming Attractions episode. Find out what we're doing next. I promise you. I'll give you a little hint. It's gonna be another anniversary show. Well, not an anniversary for us, but an anniversary for the movie that we'll be doing next. So you'll find out about that, and we'll talk more about. I wonder
if they typed in, like, would it come? If you typed in this week's date or whatever, or the general time frame, and typed in like 30th anniversary, would it come up? Yeah, like probably a bunch of them would come up, but would it be in there? I'm gonna try it after this. I'm gonna try it after this.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Try it yourselves at home.
Everybody, just Google us and just go to our website a lot.
Nude. And then put nude.
I just kind of want to. Or fart porn, apparently. That's
fart porn. That's it.
I still don't understand.
We're huge in the fart porn community.
I kind of want to lean into it a little bit and start putting.
Lean in.
No, the reason that
lean into the fart, like when you lift a cheek.
Yeah. No, specifically the reason that it shows up is because we have an episode. Our Guardians of the Galaxy episode title is "Fart and Fight."
Sweet.
And I think that's what makes it pop up in
fart and fight.
So if somebody types in fart porn, it happens to show up.
Sometimes I get into fights over farting.
Yeah. Did you fucking fart on me? It was wet.
Yeah.
But anyways,
chaps.
We tried to go and we failed miserably. We're gonna try again now. Thank you guys so much. We will see you next week. Later.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast Media production.